Okay. Oh. Mm-hmm. I have these on the wrong side. Hi, Ty. Hi, Air. Wow, you're late, Yulin. I am not late! Hi, Feet-chan. Why do you think I'm late? What the fuck? Hi, GC Josh. I played a lot of Stardew yesterday. I'm in year 2 of summer. Here's the problem I have. I'll do the Tuesday Stardew. Excuse me. I'll do the Tuesday Stardew, and then it's just like, this is all I want. I just crave more Stardew. What is taxes at? I think I saw it at like 50% yesterday. I crave a fun survival crafting game. Do you know about Bitcraft? It's not out yet, but that's the survival crafting game. It's more like MO crafting economy game. Yeah, I know of it. I have been overly hyped for this thing for a couple months now. And it just went into its alpha. But, it'll be a while before we can play it. I did see a trailer for a survival crafting game yesterday. It's coming out in 2025, which is like, why am I seeing a trailer for this now? It has a really fun concept, but the actual game itself, like its polish, hi Den, does not, like, it looks like an indie game. And it's like, why am I seeing this now? But I saw it and I was like, if this was 15, maybe 20 bucks, that looks really good to me. And then it was like, coming out 2025. And I was just like, alright, that killed a lot of my interest. It was called, Lost Legions. How are you today, Den?
I'm good. I did not get up to much.
So, like, I'm looking at the rocks under us. And they're like, you know what, they're whatever, they're rocks. But then there's this one here. And they're like, touching and connected. And I'm like, oh, that looks like a hibachi. You know, the massage thing that your grandma has. Anyway.
Yeah?
Have you seen that video of the guy who he was like a Guitar Hero streamer, and his girlfriend was telling him about, like, I think she was like showing him like vibrators or something, and he was like, oh, my grandma had one of those massagers, and she was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I was at my grandma's house one day, and she had one of these. Oh, I loved playing with it. You know, it felt great on my back. And she's like, dude, that's That's not a massage toy. That's a lady's toy. He's just like, what?
Yeah, man. Oh no. It's so tragic.
And to your point, Euland, I suppose so, but I've gotten into it in Europe because hardly any train infrastructure elsewhere. I mean, so that is a fair point that, like, the train infrastructure in the US is pitiful compared to Europe, right? And it's something that, like, it's a lot harder to enjoy in the US than Europe. But it was funny to me because I was just like, I read it as something like, oh yes, I've really taken up bird watching. It's my favorite European pastime. And I'm like, but that could be like an anywhere pastime, right? It's not like it's only allowed in Europe. It just, my brain just interpreted that way the moment I read it. And I think I'll pass on Lost Legions. If it was super cheap, it looks fun. But it's like, I don't know, the way it's like coming out in 2025 and being on IGN, I'm like, it's not gonna be $10. You're correct as well. So we'll just have to kiss and make up. Why are we making up when we were never fighting? No birds to watch near me, only crows and vultures. Hang on. Do those not count as birds? My back is really bad today. So, the cami stretch and the two before this are like the worst things ever. You like watching carrion birds fly in circles, sure. Hi Glabble. Yulen started the AI revolt. Yulen asking if crows and vultures are birds. When someone just said they aren't! Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An effort to keep our back straight. Safi got extra mean for demanding her reset? Wait, Safi? You mean Sapphire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are boring to watch, and the crows can get very loud sometimes. I see. Core isn't a bird, she's a spider. 11, silly mode. I'm gonna enjoy this stream. Check back later, bye. Bye, Ellie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Juice. Not Poggers. What is not Poggers, Juice? Hi, Logitech. 9:30 start. 12:30 end for planking. Thankfully, Den is so light, doesn't really make planking any harder when she's on top of me like this. Why was I angry at Yulen? You know what it is? I don't know what you're talking about, Juice. Everything was Pog in the last day. I got to play a lot of Stardew. We had a good walk yesterday. Minecraft was fun. Alright, picking on Core. What did I do to pick on Core? Huh? 1 minute down. We didn't play Minecraft yesterday. Bits was spreading misinformation that we were going to. I started getting a little worried when a lot of people were like, oh boy, I can't wait! And I was like, wait a minute. 1 minute and 30 seconds down. Halfway there.
3 minutes. Oh my god.
Dude, 30 minutes is too long for planking. We get to like the 2-minute mark and I start having trouble thinking straight. And I just start counting down.
Yeah.
Because it's too hard for me to read and respond.
I'm doing lady planking and it's still rough.
What is lady? Oh, is that on your knees?
Yeah.
50 more seconds. Is this allowed? Yes. 40 more seconds. You should get on VR chat, Ty. And also join us. 30 more seconds. 25. 20. 15. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. 0. Someone jump on Yulin's back quick. Honestly, please. I feel like I have the back thing going on that Mr. Incredible's had. I just need somebody to just like... Because holy cow. It was fixed for like a day and a half, and then my dumbass laid on the beanbag again. Where'd my camera go? Here it is. We're back to BDO videos. But I've run out of small BDO videos to make. And so... I'm not looking forward to recording more. I need to press play. Access Overlay thinks I want to press play on Foss's stream. This is Kepler. We're going to Burr. Whoa. I literally just said something about you, Foss, and I don't remember what it was. Hi, Foss. Hi, Gale. Yuland is a bitch. Stinky or Yuland. Welcome, Raiders. Hi, I played BDO. Where was Kepler again? Kepler is kind of south of Heidel. So there's... There's the 3 cities that are all kind of near each other near the start of the game. It's Velia, Calpheon, and Heidel. Heidel goes down to... Oh, it goes down to a town that I'm forgetting the name of. I want to say Glish. And then Glish goes
Yeah,
down
that
to
sounds about right.
Keplin. And so this is Keplin. And then if you go southwest from there, you end up in Bar. B-E-H-R. Voss was up super late. He was playing Dark Souls Remastered. And I was watching that until I went live. It's funny because he was at the point where he was like, I've been live for 8 hours? What? Keplin is also just south of Calpheon. It just happens, man. Yeah. Yeah. It happens to me when we get talking about something that I'm having a lot of fun with. So, like, when we talk about Legend of Zelda, or Monster Hunter, or One Piece, I'm like, what do you mean I've been live for 4.5 hours? Huh? Hi, Archangel. So I was 1 hour off being able to raid you, so I kept going. You think I remember where places are located without having to look at the map? No. Aside from leveling one day and making these walking videos, I actually haven't played video. So, like, I barely know where things are. Seeing as I connected almost all the nodes. Oh, I see what you're saying. You think I would. Okay, okay. I thought you were saying, like, you think I could remember this stuff? I got you. Oh, I need a drink. Hi, Kisu. Though to be fair, I do tend to use the auto walk a lot. I planned to use the auto walk for the videos, Josh. I was going to, like, you know, just turn the auto walk on and record the videos, make sure the camera stayed stabilized. And what I found out was I walk in the middle of the road, and so does every fucking NPC. So what would happen was I would just walk face first into every single horse ass. And then also, like, if I turned, high tech, like if I turned left, my camera wouldn't be turning with me. So then I'd be doing like a sideways slide, and I was just like, this looks really bad. So we gotta do them all fucking manually. I'm so mad I left my earphones at home when I'm at work. That is absolutely tragic, Techno Rave. But hi, good morning. Yeah, I think the auto walk uses the NPC pathing, except for when it sends you out into the woods. Yeah. Yeah. And it'll try to use the NPC pathing as much as possible until it has the shortest distance for you to do to get into the woods. So, like, if you auto path out in the woods, it'll keep you on the path as much as possible, and then it will go out. But the next video will be Old Wisdom Tree to Odraxia. And I think this one's gonna be like an hour long. This one looks like a really long walk. There's like no towns in the south. We'll go to Odraxia next. Then after Odraxia will be the two, like, winter area towns. I'm forgetting what their names are. One of them's like Celian. It's where you start at with one of the expansions. The routes don't look too hard, and I know they're fairly safe because the first time I walked them. But they're long, and I'm not looking forward to that. Hi, Smug. Oh, so Stardew Den. I got 3 dehydrators in my solo run. And it's kind of...
Yeah?
I don't like using them. Because they're great for all the mushrooms I get, right? But, like, it takes away the magic of getting a massive mushroom harvest every 4 days and selling it all at once. Because now I'm putting all my mushrooms in a box, dehydrating like 15 of them a day, and then selling that. And it's just like, man. I also don't think I can put the red mushrooms in it. It, like, won't let me.
Oh, yeah, I think you can't. Yeah.
That's so weird. Maybe they're considered like a poisonous mushroom? Which, in Stardew Valley Expanded, there is an actual poisonous mushroom. Hi, Kodiak.
They're not really edible, so you wouldn't really try them.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's... I've been, like, fully upgrading my house in the solo run. And buying, like, every little extension. So I've got the bedroom, the kitchen, the little, like, southern room, where I've got 7 furnaces, 7 recyclers, a, oil press, wood chipper, seed recycler, I think, and then 3 of the dehydrators. And that's kind of like my little workshop room. I've got the basement with 1,000,000 casks, where I just put cheese every day. And in the attic, I'm going to put a lot of kegs and... Shit, what's the other thing? Kegs in the preserves,
The
thing.
preserves jar, yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea what to do with the cubby, or the like, kids' room. I got rid of the crib. I think that just might...
I wouldn't know, because of, like, I hardly even remember what the upgraded house looks like. I don't even know if we upgraded ours.
I don't remember if we upgraded ours either. Spacefish has done 1 upgrade in the group run. So if you ever need to use a kitchen, that's where to
they
go.
have so much money.
Technically, you have money. You've just spent it all on 120 sprinklers.
Listen, there's only like 20 sprinklers on my farm.
I haven't invested in any sprinklers in my solo run. And I just, like... I have 50 crops, and it's like 10 charged water can things, because I have the, I have a steel watering can. Sleep well, Ty. Oh, Lost One's probably not here.
Oh my god, get the gun.
Let's see. This would be display 3.
I was actually gonna suggest you just add that to the auto mod filter, and then it would just take care of them.
It works for a while,
Because they're...
but...
Yeah, it just works until their message changes.
And I'd be afraid of banning somebody like Fusion, who would be like, I've got a funny joke. Wow, I can get the best viewers on this, and then they would get banned themselves. Do you know about this?
I do not.
So my friend Fusion TSK. Hi, Sir Noble. Fusion to TSK, who I love dearly. He recently finished Baldur's Gate, which he he is not a turn-based game enjoyer. But, like, he really wanted to, because it got so many awards and was Game of the Year. He beat it. It was one of the most tragic but enjoyable Baldur's Gate playthroughs I've ever seen. He was watching Meteos about a month or 2 ago. And somebody, like, highlighted a message. Hey, Meteos, you can get the best viewers and buy Prime followers and subs here. And 1 million people reported them and they got instant banned, right? But before that happened, Fusion TSK was thinking, I've got a funny joke, and replied to him, wow, I can go to that website and I can really get the best viewers and follows on for my own stream, and people saw that and were like, oh, this is clearly like somebody promoting their own ad bot. They're trying to like make it look reputable by saying like, oh wow, I had such a positive experience here. So they mass reported him too, and he got banned on Twitch.
Oh my god.
And it's like, on one hand, oh, I get it, he was just doing a silly little joke. On the other hand, hindsight 2020, oh god, why would you
You're
do that?
imitating a bot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, of course.
Hi Wah, hi Nick. Who is the other cutie? It's Den. Den Sakura. She plays Stardew with us on Tuesdays.
Hello.
Bunch of rats. So yeah, I wouldn't want to add a phrase like stream boo I could add to the auto mod. But like best viewers,
I've seen, yeah.
that one I'd be scared to add.
Oh, you can do like you can do a wild card. I'll send you something. I'll send you my layout for it, and you can
Okay.
decide later.
Okay. But okay, so there's the living room and the kitchen, which are kind of like connected. From the kitchen, it goes to the cellar. From the living room, it goes right to the bedroom. From the bedroom, it goes down into the southern room. The living room goes north into like the north room. That north room goes into the kids' room, where they will put 2 beds and a crib. And then also in that north room, it goes to the attic. So you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms of your house when everything's built up, I think. Does Den still walk in place? I want to say yes.
As long as it doesn't look like I'm walking in place, it's fine.
It's a very bouncy walk, which is hella cute. I think it's one of those things where, like, because I know, I can see it, right? Because I know you're walking in place, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I can see the difference in the leg movement. But if I didn't know, I'd be like, yeah,
it's
they're
because
just
they
walking.
can't. Oops, sorry. It's because they can't see my feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like you've got a pep in your step. I couldn't really tell, that's why I asked. Oh, I didn't bring up my notes. I didn't have too much in the notes yesterday. A lot of it was just game trailers I saw that was like, here's a game I saw and I will never hear about again in my life. Still a workout all the same? Oh my god, yes. We haven't had Nines on in a while, but he used to walk in place also, and he'd do it for like an hour, and he'd be like, oh, okay, I'm dead. How far are we walking? We do minimum 5 miles, Nines. And he would just like literally stop in place and turn left and look at me and be like, what? Any Tarkov people in here? I feel like I know somebody that full likes Tarkov. I don't know if he's here right now. I'm always amazed by people in VR chat who can do the pretend walk, who looks so good. I thought Bits didn't like Tarkov. Here's the big news for me. He said he'd re-download it to play with me. Oh, I see. Here's the big news for me that happened yesterday. ArcAge sent out a notice to everybody that termination of service is June 27th. ArcAge will be shutting down, which to me was like, oh fuck, oh shit, I wanted to make walking videos there. And so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. Because, like, apparently leveling is not fast in that game. I don't even know if they have a stealth class, but, like, they do, but it's like a smoke cloud, so it's like that doesn't help. I don't know how easy it will be to make walking videos in ArcheAge. And it's like, I would really like to, but I effectively have 2 months to do it, which is like shit. I would effectively have to stop making any other walking videos for the next 2 months just to power level in this game, and then make all the walking videos there, and to make, like, I don't even know how many zones there are in the game, if they have, like, designated zones. Hi, Emma. How goes it? We're going good. We're at 0.7 miles. We're just talking about how ArcheAge got their termination notification. That sounds like too fun to say for something as sad as a termination notification. I love ArcheAge Unchained, but the new owners killed it, so they had to merge it into normal ArcheAge. Yeah, leveling up a character just to do a few videos and then you lose all of it when the server's closed doesn't seem that worth it. So, like, I would just be leveling, so I wouldn't be, like, too married to the character. In World of Warcraft, I've leveled, like, 70 characters to max level. So, like, when I level a character, I'm just like, I think nothing of it. It's once I start, like, rating on it and, like, have a full set of gear on it that I'm like, okay, this character kind of means something to me. And even then, once that becomes obsolete, once it's, like, an expansion back, I'm like, I really don't care about it. There's a few characters on WoW that I will always care about. My druid from vanilla, I will always love this thing. My mage, I went through a brief period of time in WoW where, with this mage, I was trying to do all of the content in the game. So it has a decked out garrison. It has a decked out Legion Hall. It has a decked out, what else? It has, like, all the story stuff from expansions done. Reminds me of DC Universe Online. When Daybreak Studios took over. They put so much shit behind paywalls initially, it killed the game for me. Could do Pally at some point. It's got roads and stuff. You wouldn't have to worry about leveling or anything because there's no combat. I actually didn't know that about Palia. That absolutely catches my attention. And I'm also kind of thinking maybe I do that sooner than later with Palia, because Palia is kind of struggling right now. They spent so much money on making the game, and have not been making as much money as they expected to, that Palia is in, like, a lot of debt right now. I didn't know, so I don't know what the world of Palia is like. I don't know how big it is. Right now I need to finish out BDO. And then I need to get Star Wars going. That's on my mind right now. At that point, I'll have all the WoW stuff to do still. Which will be, I need to do all the Cataclysm zones and the Classic zones. The Classic zones, I need to level this fucking rogue for. I'm not sure how long it would take to walk, but there's 2 zones, so it'd probably be enough to do 1 video. If it's 2 zones, I would think 2 videos. And if they keep coming out with zones, well, we'll see how fast they come out with content. If I don't have to level, that means I could instantly make a video, and that's really nice. Drink. We were talking about you and
I did it.
Tarkov.
I summoned him.
Good job.
Fuck.
I wouldn't give it like an A+ rating for your summoning, because it did take a while. There's a bit of a delay there. But that is a successful summoning.
True. The trade-off is that it doesn't cost mana.
True. I was watching anime. I ended up quitting at one point because the game was super buggy, and then the devs went on vacation, leaving it super buggy for like a month or two. Hello, Tarkov people. Did you hear about the bullshit they did recently? Oh no. Single player Tarky being like $250. I'm sorry, fucking what? Huh? Excuse me? Also, the 250 is a pay-to-win pack. America, explain. Explain how this happened. Cause that just is like, there's no there. What? I'm trying to like find any context of like how does this happen. I didn't look into it. Plus, I already play single player Tarky as a mod instead of official. If it's $250, this is morally correct. Time for Yulin rant. Juice, I'm starting to think you don't like my rants. Which... What deems something to be a rant? And us EOD supporters didn't get it despite it saying we get all future DLC and this came out after EOD closed? Ooh. That's not good. That's actually fucked. That's, what was it? I think it was Unity. That was like, if you pay this amount, you'll get all Unity updates for free. And then they were like, yeah, actually, never mind. What do you mean by that? Passion behind the complaint usually counts as a rant in my book. The content manager said it's not a DLC, it's a feature. Good lord. All it probably is that they saw single player as an actual opportunity and decided to try and make money on it. And that's fine, right? Like, if you want to add this feature, single player, fucking go for it, sure. $250 is... That's so far past egregious. That's like meme levels. Also, it comes with a knife that they thought that they bought and made 0 changes to on the Unity store for $6 US? No fucking way. I'm amazed I missed this. I would have thought for sure Bellular or Asmongold or somebody talked about this, because god damn. Ooh, a knife sleep. Asmon mentioned? I didn't... Oh, I see. For EOD users, they still have to pay $100 US? Tone meaning? I don't know what the word is. I see. I see. It is such a big fuck you to all their supporters. Yeah. That's, I have 2 friends that really like Tarkov. Full Metal Ratchet and Tal. And Tal, I don't know if they've even played it in like 3 years. But I knew at one point, Tal fucking loved Tarkov, and we'd all make fun of her. Cause, we'd be like, hang on, I gotta drink real quick. I'm holding up this glass of liquid on my desk. I'm not sure what it is. I'm inspecting it. It's most likely water. Yep, it's water. Because, in Tarkov, you have to inspect everything. So you could literally find a water bottle. Your character is going to inspect it for 3 seconds. Haven't played it in like the last 4 wipes, but honestly, it's a good game for what it is. I think for what it's trying to be, it's great. I think I find it really tedious. I think a lot of people do. But for a lot of people who like that, like, slow, inching, methodical gameplay, it's probably great. And then that's only part of it, right? There's the whole, like, other section. Which, what are they called? They're not, like, raids. But it does have a, like, let's speed this up, let's have a lot faster game mode. You also don't play FPS games, so yeah.
Sorry. I just wanted to add on, like, to be fair, if I just found a random water bottle while, like, I was out searching for stuff, I wouldn't naturally assume it's got water in it if it had, like, a liquid in it.
So yes. If I found, like, a water flask, I'd want to test if it's actually water. If I found an unsealed water bottle that says Dasani on the front, I'm sitting there going, we're good,
That's true.
and cracking that open
Yeah.
instantly. Now, the other thing is, while that's realistic to, like, you know, I'm going to expect this a little bit, it doesn't always transfer well into gameplay, right? And so, the goal of Tarkov is to, you know, have a lot of realism. But it's maybe too much, and maybe it's not. Maybe for the people that like, you know, like that, they want that tediousness. They want that arduousness in everything. But I can see most games being like, yeah, take that one out, because that's just gonna waste players' time. Hi, Jan. Hi, Luton. Hi, Wormraid. Thank you, Worm Scout. Hi, Calliope Forest. We're talking about Tarkov. I've never played it. I've watched friends play it. Apparently, they had a DLC come out recently, where it's gonna be like $250 for single player mode, and people that bought a pack in the past, EOD, where it's like you get all future DLC for free, they don't get it anymore. It's not DLC, it's a feature. So just a whole bunch of fuck you from Tarkov. I haven't played in the last 4 wipes. You also don't play FPS games. Oh yeah, and with the new edition, you'll be able to, in the future, build an SOS thing where you can put out a flare mid-raid and it sends out an SOS to everyone on your friends list and they can join you mid-raid. Hope you did the laundry. Hi, Pixel. Went to work today because Lieutenant Governor is visiting. Huh. I didn't go to work today. Also, laundry was yesterday. I think I did my laundry 5 days ago. I'm on my 5th pair of socks, so it's really easy for me to count when I did laundry. Tarkov hates realism. Expecting everything gives certain amounts of X. Well, maybe that's why Full Metal likes it. The SOS thing is actually so pay to win, though. Wait, that's not just a feature of the game. That's, you have to pay for this? Holy shit, that is so pay to win. Every gamer hates realism. Realism in my game? Ew. I think it was Gabe Newell and Valve when they were working on like Portal and Half-Life. When they were like, realism is cool so long as it's fun. And so at one point in Half-Life, they were like, I want it to be where I shoot the walls and a bullet hole will be in that wall. You can, like, see the indent from shooting the wall. And one of their engineers was like, well, actually, because of the material used for these walls, any bullet would actually just ricochet off of it and not leave much of a mark. And Gabe was just like, hey, nerd, it's cool to leave bullet holes in the walls. Do it. We do it because it's fun, not because it's realistic. Now, there's a level of scale for everything, right? So, like, Tarkov, people like the realism. People like the, oh, you got cut on barbed wire, and that your leg is fucked up now. And so, like, there's typically more realism in that than other things. The first time I ever saw Tarkov, I was watching Kala. K-A-L-A-W. For anybody that doesn't know Kala, where is he from? I want to say Sweden, but I am not sure on that one. Kala was a semi-pro FPS gamer. He's really fucking good. And so I watched him play Tarkov. And he would just kill anybody he came across. He would outgun literally anyone and just... He was a pro just fucking playing like a fucking predator with casuals. But with Tarkov, there was one stream I specifically remember where it was like raining. And so he's like, oh, my pocket's too heavy, so if I go out there... Hi, Safi. I'm going to run out of stamina and I can't go out right now. So I need to just wait here until the rain stops. And he was just hanging out, talking to chat for 2 fucking hours. Literally just sitting in this shed while it rains, just waiting for the rain to stop. And I remember watching this and be like, I don't know how people enjoy this. This looks like the worst fucking game in the world. Another stream of his I saw, he heard a guy, and he went prone and just hung out in a bush. And he's like, there's a guy over there, but I don't know where he is. So I'm going to wait here, and once he moves, I'll know where he is, and I'll kill him. And like 10 minutes goes by, and he's like, I'm not crazy. I know I heard the guy. I know there is someone in this direction. And he's waiting for me. He's waiting for me to move because he doesn't know where I am. But I'm going to outlast him. And he does this for like 30 more minutes. Literally like just 40 minutes prone in this bush looking at a forest. Just at attention. And then this guy like stands up from a bush and Kala just snipes him in the head. And he's like, I knew it. I knew it. I knew there was a guy there. And I remember watching it being just like, I'm glad Kala has fun with this game. Cause holy shit. That seems so fucking awful.
I'm sorry, did you say a 40-minute standoff with an enemy that you don't see?
Yes. Yes. He did not see him.
Oh no.
He like heard footsteps or like a gun reload or something and just immediately dropped prone. He was like, there's a guy here. I do laundry every 2 to 3 days. Well, you're also a mom that has a kid. So I do laundry for myself. You do laundry for 1 child plus 1 adult who might need laundry done like a child. I don't know with that one. The only realism I want in my games is the ability to put stuff in a box and then carry that box. Give me realistic looking weapons, but don't you dare tell me I lose the rest of the mag whenever I reload. Exactly. I still think the inertia is bad. Not as bad as when it was first introduced, but I hate sliding after I stop moving. You and games claim realism, but then remove real features. 16 times the detail. Get observed, nerd. How dare you. Hi, Banner. Thank you for the follow. I'm a little behind because I was... Fuck you, Juice. I was ranting about your Arcage thing. They're shutting it down, but either this or next year releasing Arcage 2. Oh. Arcage 2, why? I did know that Arcage 2 was in the works. Yeah, I do all the laundry. Money, I guess. Okay, fine, be unobserved. Hi, Den. Oh, just fucking because they delayed. Delayed it until 2026. Ugh. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? I played Arcage in the past. I remember my friends got way into it. And I was like, yeah, that's where the crew is now. I'll try it. I'll play it. And I got 3 classes to like level 20. I remember it was like you level 3 classes at once or something. And I didn't like it because it felt like every class just had the same abilities. Each class at like the same level gave me an ability with like an 8-second cooldown. And I was like, this is fucking stupid. Why am I leveling 3 classes if they're just the same fucking class? I hate this. And so I very quickly lost interest. And then they were like, you gotta do the fun part of it. You gotta do the boat stuff. And look, Fez just got his boat. So let's head out on a boat and we'll have fun. We'll have a pirate day. And so we spent a day sailing around on his boat. Some other players chased us down. And it was honestly really, really fun. And they were like, so, Euland, now that you've done the boat stuff, you're gonna stay, right? And I was like, no, I'm gonna quit still. Bye. I played Arcade in the beta and at launch. I think it was at launch that I played it. Huh? Euland went to sleep and woke up in Argus. That is our next video. I liked this video. I really like the... Why can I still see the YouTube stuff? Did I leave my mouse in a dumb spot? Why did it pause? There we go. I like the skyboxes of this zone. They're very crazy. I tried playing Arcade like 9 years ago, but it wouldn't work on PC, so I cry. Was Arcade 9 years ago? Oh, fuck. I still would have been with my guild nap time, so yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know. I might ask to use a friend's account. Because I have a few friends that have, Arcade accounts, right? I might ask one to be like, hey, can I use yours for videos? Just to see. I keep wanting to do WoW stuff, but I don't want to do Season of Discovery WoW stuff. Because Vanilla WoW is just so I want to play like retail WoW. But I don't want to level anything right now. Because I want to wait for the Mists of Pandaria thing. That looks really fucking fun. I don't even know what that comes out though. World of Warcraft did just have their Season 4 patch. It was that and like Hawken. I don't know that I've ever even heard of Hawken. For me, it was, I started playing WoW in like 2005. That is the only game I played until Rift. I think I briefly tried Rift. didn't play it for a year, and then my guild went to play it again, and so I played it a lot more. Well, I played it a little bit more. But I don't think we lasted long. We had guild drama, and so we stopped. I played Star Wars The Old Republic when that came out for like months. I played Guild Wars 2 when that came out. I tried Arcade, but I don't even think I stopped playing WoW for that one. At some point during Mists of Pandaria, I went back to Rift for a long time. I played Rift for like 6 to 9 months straight. I played WildStar for a good 6 to 9 months. I have no idea what it is, because that didn't work either. Oh no. I played Rift at launch, then got bored really quick. I think I tried it at launch. I put it down, and then my guild went back to it. My WoW guild went back to it. And so we were gonna, like, progress through a lot of the 10-man raids and maybe try out some of the, bigger raids. But we had guild drama, and we said, fuck this, and we just stopped playing together. And that would have been in Cataclysm? And then we came back for... I think we came back for Firelands. So I think it was like, we raided in Cataclysm for the first raid tier. Did everything except some of the harder stuff at the end. Yes, I have done. I would love to have my steps or miles on stream. It's just I don't have a good tracker for it. The way I track my miles right now is it's on the treadmill. I don't have a way to connect the treadmill to the PC. And so I'm thinking about getting a Fitbit soon, because that'll have like a mile and step tracker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just have like an Android one that only costs like $25. And it tracks like pretty accurately.
I didn't know they were that cheap. If I can find one that works with my phone, because I think I have Android. I might just order one tonight if they're that cheap. But yeah, so Rift, my guild played it in Cata, and then I didn't play it for years. And then in Mists of Pandaria, I stopped raiding in Throne of Thunder to go play Ragnarok Online 2. One of the most dogshit MMOs I've ever played. There, I met an ex-boyfriend. We played Ragnarok Online 2 every day for a fucking month straight. And when we got to max level, we were like, this game is egregiously pay to win. We're not going to stick with this. The systems they had were, you could buy cosmetic cloaks that had stats on them. Hi Kayla. I'm glad Jan said hi to you, because otherwise I would have missed you. Hi Star. You had to buy these cloaks from the cash shop, and they had bonus stats on them. And that was the only way to get them. The other thing, and probably the worst thing, is that for $1, you could buy a self-resurrect scroll. And these worked in the raids. So, like, kind of like what Kisu was talking about earlier with the SOS flares mid-raid. You could just die in a raid and self-res, and obviously that was gonna help you a lot more than a free-to-play group that didn't have those. So, we dropped Ragnarok Online 2. It was a shitty game anyway. And we were like, what MMO should we play? Well, we can't play WoW. That has a subscription fee. And the X is fucking poor. Well, let's play Rift. They have the same subscription fee, but in a month they're going free to play. So we'll play it once, get ahead of everybody that's gonna start playing when it goes free to play, and we'll be set up and like have good name choices and whatnot and have a good guild before everybody comes in. Yep, Risk of Rain 2 is poopy, doesn't stop me from playing it. You don't like still play it, right? The bourgeoisie. Despite how bad I think the game is, Safi, I had a lot of fun playing it. I really liked the Beastmaster class.
Yeah, I was gonna say, aren't you talking about Ragnarok Online? Why did you say Risk of Rain?
I saw RO2 and my mind just read out Risk of Rain. But it's Ragnarok Online 2. Ragnarok 2 is not Risk of Rain 2, and yes, I occasionally jump back at it. That was just my mind getting wires crossed. If you play that game, you're bad. I don't know what to do with you sometimes, Juice. Anyone else excited for swimming weather? No. I hate swimming. I never want to go swimming. I don't remember the last time I went swimming. Where I live, it's always swimming weather. Ouch, I don't need double. I don't know how to swim. I'm actually pretty good at swimming. I took a lot of swimming lessons as a kid. But I have a fear of drowning. And so I always try to swim as little as possible. I sink. It's been that for me for a while now. The Beastmaster class in Ragnarok Online 2. I think they had... I think it was the Archer class that split into, like, Marksman or Beastmaster. And the Beastmaster just turned into bears. They just had a bear form, and then later on they had a dire bear form. And the dire bear form was, like, increased threat, increased armor. Whereas the bear form was, like, increased damage. And so I went into everything as, like, a DPS Beastmaster. And thankfully, my ex was a monk tank, and so I never had problems finding a tank. It wasn't like I was joining groups and people being like, "Alright, Beastmaster, you're the tank." And I'd be like, "I'm actually DPS," and then I'd get kicked. They'd recruit a tank, get both of us. And sometimes they'd be like, "Hang on, that's 2 tanks." And I'd be like, "Nope, I'm DPS." And then they wouldn't want to spend time in queue finding another tank, so they let me stay. And then I would do top DPS anyway. Hi.
Oh.
Hi, Wrath. And a lot of times, groups were such a pain in the ass to find in Ragnarok Online 2 that we just didn't find groups, and we would just 2-man or 3-man dungeons with a guildie. I can't swim like that chest stroke thing. Ironic that I don't know how to swim, seeing I was born on an island. Gate of the World was better than Ragnarok Online 2, but they canceled its development for Ragnarok Online 2? That sucks. My Complex's pool hasn't opened quite yet, but I'm excited because I finally found a website that may have swimwear that will fit me. They count for short and curvy, so here's hoping the top fits. Written? Everything is an island if you look at a big enough scope. The treadmill is squealing so loud today. It's a very tall cat. I appreciate short people. I used to hate being short. I used to absolutely despise how short I was and was very self-conscious about it. And then I kind of just was like, you know what? It's way fucking cooler being short. I default to the little spoon. Hell yeah. I was born in Hawaii. I should know how to swim. It's also just nice to swim there. Hey, having to do a full-on JP squat to get something on the bottom shelf? Yeah. Like their size guides even accounts for the extra short girls? There's a column for less than 5'3"? Hell yeah. What's another thing I
I
saw?
wish I was a bit shorter.
Hmm. I would always like to be shorter until I just get to the size where it's like things start looking pushed outwards. That's where I'm like, I don't want to be short anymore. I wish I was short. I lament 6 feet. You have a tail anyway, Luton. You have to be the big spoon between you and I. Have to use a step stool to see the top 2 shells. Just imagine having to go ass to heels just to grab a pot or pan. I still can't reach the back of the top one. Not being able to pick things up is a skill issue. Who's the black and red hair cutie? That is Aspie Alex. They used to be black and blue, but
Not anymore. Let's go over light blue.
But they've had a recent transformation and updated their colors.
I mean, just give a variation. It all sort of would be kind of when they shrink the head to see how that looked, and it just kind of spiraled out of control. I was like, okay, I open up Unity and this head shrink to be like 5 seconds. So I should do something else.
I haven't touched Unity or Blender stuff in like a month, maybe 2. Oh, so Bits mentioned anime earlier. There are 2 anime movies coming out I saw. The first is the Haikyuu movie. So for anybody that knows what Haikyuu is, or I guess doesn't know what Haikyuu is, it's the volleyball anime with the orange-haired kid. They have the movie with them going against Nekomata, their rivals. And so in the story, I think it's season 1, they do a practice match against this other team. And this other team's good, and everybody was like thinking they were really bad. So they do a practice match against them, and I think they win. And then the next time they see them, their rivals are like way fucking better. And so this, they both go to the playoffs. They both win through their sets. And this movie is gonna be, I think it's the playoff match where they go against each other. And so I really like Haikyuu. I watched the first 2 seasons. I'm told I'm fucking insane for dropping it in the 3rd season. I didn't really drop it because it was bad or anything. Gonna hit the grocery store before everyone wakes up. No luckies. Bye, Sappy. I hope you find everything you need. I haven't watched season 3 yet. Season 3 or 4. I don't know, I just didn't get to it. I think a game came out when I was getting to season 3, and I was like, alright, well, I'm done stalling, I can go play the game. Since I have joint problems, I kind of can't pick things up. You're supposed to lift with legs, but I can't squat, so I have to lift with my back? That sounds fucking awful, Kisu. With my back problems, I'm like bending my legs for everything right now. I'm literally like... it's so bad. Anytime I put something in the microwave, I'm like... I just look... How do I word this? I don't, I just show you. Anytime I get something out of the microwave, I'm like bending over like this and putting my knees together, and I'm like, if my dad fucking saw this, he'd be like, what the fuck? Good luck, Sappy. I went to the grocery store yesterday. Isn't that an exciting story? I got tortillas, beans, cookies. I could not resist. Hewlin sounds really cute. What the fuck? Hi, Face Octane. Hi, Celestial Thunderbird. Hey, Hewlin, how are you, and who are the cuties next to you? This is Aspie Alex. This is Den Sakura. our microwave. It's actually kind of annoying, Juice. My parents redesigned their kitchen, right? And the microwave, I shit you not, they put under the counter. And I'm like, shouldn't this go up? And they're like, no, we got like a hood for the stove, so we don't have it above the stove, so we put it beneath the counter. And I'm just like, all right. And my mom's really short, so I get it. But it's the first time I've had a microwave not above the stove, and I'm like, this is fucking weird. The other thing is that, like, it's not attached. So this section under the counter is like a whole, like, it's like a whole big cubby, and the microwave just sits in it. And so the thing, like, you literally need to press the top to not move it around as you're opening the door. I kind of hate it. Under the counter is very common these days. I'm not surprised. My mom is very in tune with, I guess, the home improvement meta. When barn doors were popular, she, got one of those. One of the funniest things I've ever seen is somebody was talking about, like, a water bottle or something, and they're like, holy shit, this thing is so impractical. It's like a Midwest white woman saw it and wanted to lose all practicality to make it look modern and thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I was just like, oh, holy shit. Oh, God. I put my microwave in a cabinet once, then I put it on a nice shelf. Ugh, sliding barn doors. Hi, honey. So your crotch gets the radiation said. My microwave is literally on the counter next to the fridge. On the counter makes sense to me. This thing is fucking under the counter, and I hate it. My microwave is on a metal IKEA shelf. I've thought about, like, because I'm pretty sure the microwave just unplugs. I'm pretty sure I could just, like, put it on the counter if I wanted. But at this point, you know, they're gonna be back in less than a month anyway. My parents can't break out of the home improvement meta. They will finish eventually. Dude, it's insane to me. Because my mom, like, wants to remodel the house every 5 years and redo everything. And to me, it's just like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, that's so much effort. And, like, if she was doing it all herself, fine. Totally fine. The problem is she's like, all of our beige light switches and outlets they look bad and old and they make me unhappy. We need them to be replaced with this pure white color finish instead. So you and your father are going to spend the next 3 days unscrewing every single outlet and light switch and replacing them. And it's like, okay, this is going to cost like $400 just in materials? And I'm going to lose 3 days doing this for 5 hours a day. Are you fucking kidding me? I hate, that's just petty. It's not petty. It's just what makes her happy. And for my dad, getting stuff done is what makes him happy. And for me, I'm like, this is fucking insane. Are you two crazy? Ugh, sliding barn doors. What's actually funny, Kisu, is that the door to my room, it's right next to a staircase and something else. And so it didn't have, like, room for a standard door. And it had to open outward. It couldn't open inward, I think. I don't remember why. So I actually have a double barn door right now. For, like, my room. Mine's in its own cubby at about 5 feet. Oh, no, Kayla, I don't think it's petty or malicious. I think that's just what makes my mom happy. Which, in my mind, I'm like, wow, I wish you had better hobbies, but hey, if that's all it takes to make you happy, I say that's all it takes. I still think it's a fucking expensive hobby. Ah. Ah. What other stories did I have? So there's the Haikyuu movie. That's coming out. The other movie is a Netflix original called My Oni Girl. And it's basically about this kid who meets a girl, I think they're high school students, and she's an Oni. Like, just a Japanese ogre. And she's, like, got a cute little horn, and she looks super cute. And it looks like... It has, shit, what was that movie? Silent Voice vibes? It has that energy of just, like, it looks really good. It's a one-off movie. What is this about, Oni? It's a Netflix anime movie coming out called My Oni Girl. And it's just about this, this kid in school who meets this girl who is an Oni. And apparently, like, when you bottle up feelings and suppress them or something, you create, like, these little, like, haunted spirit things. And I guess the kid is making a lot of them. She tells him at one point, you know, if somebody makes too many of these, they themselves become an Oni. I don't know. It has a trailer. I highly recommend watching it. It looks cute. It looks really good. But yeah, those are the two anime movies I saw trailers for today. The other news I saw. You guys see the stuff with Stellar Blade and the Hard R? Did you see this, Den?
I'm gonna say no.
So Stellar Blade, it's the game coming out that looks really pretty. It's got the super pretty protagonist, good combat. At one point you're walking through the ruins of a city, and there's graffiti on a wall, and it says hard. And then there's like a shop that I don't know what the R stands for, but it's like the R shop this way. And so it just looks like graffiti saying hard and then R. So it just looks like hard R. Which people are like, oh my god.
Oh dear.
We knew they were racist. We knew they were trying to objectify women, and now they're saying hard R. You know what this is a message for. And like, obviously that wasn't their intention. Obviously these are Japanese game devs who just Googled some graffiti and like recreated that in the game. So they probably just found the word hard in graffiti and recreated that in the game. They had literally no idea what hard R is even a reference to. And they certainly weren't implying it. Because, like, what a fucking pointless message. Like, there's no racial context of this other than just it says hard R there. They've already changed it. They saw the outrage about it, and they were just like, oh, we didn't know that's a thing. We'll change that. And they changed it immediately. Like, it's already changed. Now instead of hard, it says crime. But there's people that don't like Stellar Blade because they're like, oh my god, it objectifies women, it, you know, turns them into sex objects. No women look like this. It's literally killing women. They just want to, like, hate it to hate it. And so with this, they're just like, this is it, proof they're racist. Crime? Crime R, that's worse. I don't think it meant anything either way. I think these people are being ridiculous. I think when it said hard R, that's like, oh, that's a little unfortunate, but kind of funny. They try to make the issue so they can rally. Basically. It's
How many miles are we at?
we are at 2.7 miles. That's actually a lot farther than I thought we were gonna be. Thought we were gonna be at like 2 miles. We're cruising.
Hmm. I will quickly be right back.
Okay. What other stories were there? Google fired more protesters. It's funny when something like that accidentally happens, like implications about Kermit. There's some misuse footage in a Christmas special they had. Tell me about that, Luton, because I actually did see something. I do have something in my news about Jim Henson and Kermit the Frog. But I want to see what you're talking about there. They need to get a life and move on. You don't like a game, then don't pay mind. Basically. It's like... I don't know. People hyperfixate on the smallest things that they think is the most important thing in the world. What I'm talking about is old, but yeah, so... There's a Jim Henson movie coming out. It's called Jim Henson Idea Man. And it kind of seems like it's a documentary on him. So less of a movie, more of a documentary. Gary's Mod got a cease and desist from Nintendo to take down any of their stuff from the Steam Workshop. Well, so here's the thing, Bits. It might not be from Nintendo. It might be from an imposter dude. Which is still incredibly annoying. But people are trying to figure it out right now. But yes, that was another thing. Gary's Mod got a cease and desist. And it was like, you're using Nintendo content. Remove it. Remove it all. And it's like, bro, that's like 20 years of stuff. Fucking what? I need a drink. I've been assured that the takedowns have been verified by Nintendo as legit. So this will now continue as planned. Sorry. Gary Newman. Oh. I was seeing some stuff like late last night or early this morning that it was possible it wasn't legit. But, yeah. So it is legit. God. Is Nintendo trying? Is just Nintendo trying to be as obnoxious as possible? Like, why? Because, like, to me it's more believable that it's an imposter just trying to be obnoxious, right? But the problem is, with how Nintendo has been lately the last few years, it's, like, completely believable that it's them. That tweet is from roughly 30 to 45 minutes into your stream? That's insane. They're trying to kill any love for them? It's just like, why? It's not like Gary's Mod is like the big new game making a lot of money. It's fucking ancient. Why on earth would they go after Gary's Mod? That's just such a, like... What the fuck is the motivation? So there's Muppets Christmas movie. It was released in 2002. Kermit's going through stuff or something, and some spirit shows him what the world would have been like without him, his friends, etc. Scene taking place in New York with a skyline view in the background, has two buildings standing there that shouldn't be, and the only difference we are made aware of is Kermit was never born. Jesus. That is such an overreach, Luton. Me eat. Sleep well. This is how you turn every last fan on you to no longer like you? Basically. It's an accident on the studio side. They accidentally used some old footage. But it accidentally implies Kermit is responsible for something. Yes. For 9/11. That is such a, like... I feel like everybody, fucking everybody should look at that and be like, oh, the studio did an oops. No big deal. I feel like that's something that, like, if that's brought up to the animators, it should be like, oh, haha, we forgot. But to, like, actually be upset over that is like, Jesus. Really? What other shitty news do I have? This isn't, like, shitty news specifically. Iron Mouse didn't even know about the hate she was getting on TikTok. Well, she kind of did. So, Iron Mouse was, like, you know, not farming her TikTok, but growing her TikTok. You know, posting TikTok videos, YouTube Shorts, all those. And at a certain point, that was going well. It was, you know, growing, doing well, all that. I don't know if or think there was an actual outrage. There may have been. I just know that people laugh at the idea that Kermit is responsible for it because it's ridiculous such a small error could have such a big, terrible implications. That is funny. Like, the idea of it that, like, Kermit, the trade towers are still there. Did you have a hand in 9/11? What? No! Like, that's a funny joke. But, like, if people actually got upset over that, that's ridiculous. I want to see this fallout on Nintendo from this. When you start going after 20 years of fan-made mods, they need to be reined in hard. Nothing's gonna happen, Kayla. Nothing's gonna happen. Because, like, it's not something that people care about nowadays. People love Gary's mod. People had fun with it. But, like, it's not like it's the most played game right now. People aren't, like, super passionate about Gary's mod right now. People are hating on Iron Mouse? Yes, Kisu. So, like, in November, there was a Streamer Awards, and Iron Mouse won Content Creator of the Year. And, like, a lot of people were upset by this because, you know, they don't watch her or VTubers. People that watch, like, Kai Cenat, Jinxie, some of the other really big streamers were like, Iron who? And then they'd, like, look at her TikTok or her stuff and be like, this is what beat the funniest streamer in the world that I watch? This is stupid. You can complain about it, sure. But, like, people just go to her TikTok and they just, like, say they want her to die. They're like, this is stupid. This is awful. She should just die so she's not Content Creator of the Year anymore. Like, just the most toxic pieces of filth ever. What, losers? It was based on votes? Exactly. And so, like, these people are being super shitty. And, that is, like, still going on. Like, literally 5 months later, and if you open up any of her TikTok videos, it is just full of some of the worst comments ever. And somebody made a video on it recently. I think it was Rev Says Desu. He was like, these people need to get a fucking life. And Iron Mouse, she still posts TikTok videos. She goes on TikTok to watch it herself, but she never looks at her channel. She, like, just uploads videos and then, you know, moves on. And so she saw this Rev Says Desu video and was like, people are hating on Iron Mouse. And she was like, what? They are? And so she watches the video and she's like, oh yeah, on TikTok. Yeah, I stopped reading my TikTok in December because all these comments were fucking awful. So I just stopped reading. But, like, she didn't know they were still doing that. She just stopped checking it and was just like, alright, whatever. It's still engagement for me, so fuck them, I guess. And if they didn't vote in, they should just push daisies. Basically. It's it's funny to me that she just didn't know that her TikTok was still like that. She was like, wait, still? Huh? There's no way, it was 5 months ago. Oh, well, alright, thanks for the comments, I guess. I saw a clip of her talking about it with Melanie. And, Iron Mouse and Melanie, but, like, especially Iron Mouse, they're just strong. They just, like, have the mental fortitude, because you know, from the moment they got even a modicum of popularity, they have been dealing with shit. Best way to handle that? Yeah. I have no doubt that the singular second Iron Mouse got a little bit popular. I don't know if she was popular before or after Vishoujo. She's been dealing with, oh my god, annoying voice. Oh my god, she's so fake. She's farming simps. Like, just, you know, the typical, like, female streamer taking advantage of the idiots. And it's just like, oh my god. I don't think I've ever watched an Iron Mouse stream, but I fucking love her story. The whole, like, sick, started streaming, did so well that she just solved all of her problems, medical, takes care of her family, and is just in a position of, like, anybody has a problem with her, fuck them. She doesn't need them in her life. It's also really funny to me that she gets along so well with Sea-Dog VA. Because, like, I remember watching Trash Taste, like, 4 years ago. And, like, Joey and Garnt knew about VTubers. And they're explaining them to Connor. And Connor falls down the rabbit hole the most and ends up becoming, like, best friends with one of them. So fucking funny. I love their friendship. It's a little funny that the person was like, I can recommend you some VTubers, was Mori Calliope of Hololive, and he ends up fucking getting along with the Vishoujo one the most, which is like, oh, that's so funny. Tragic, but funny. But, like, I don't even know, like, how they met. Did he just give money on her stream and then they just kept talking after that? I just remember that episode where they're explaining it to him. And he's just like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I'll just have to watch some. It's beyond me. I'm the boomer in the room. Little did he know. What other stuff do I have in my news? Oh yeah, so Google fired more protesters. I think I mentioned this and then got distracted. So there's been a lot of protesters at Google, specifically protesting the Israel-Palestine conflict. Israel signed a contract with Google, and a lot of their employees have been protesting in the building, and specifically not working. And so Google fired like 12 or 20 of them a few days ago. And then, like, just yesterday they fired 50 more. And a lot of people are, like, kind of twisting it as, like, oh, you know, they're pro-Israel, the yada yada. And I don't know if Google is specifically. But it's more accurate to say they're firing them because they're inhibiting work. These guys are specifically not working while protesting. It's not like they're doing their job and then after work going to a protest. They're specifically, like, striking over this. Maybe I shouldn't say specifically strike, because I don't know if it's with a union. I don't know if it's the whole of Google. But they are protesting, and Google is cracking down on it. Which is weird, right? Specifically that it's Google. Because Google used to be at the forefront of, like, the more liberal side of stuff. You know, they were the ones that were like, oh, we've got the nap cubicles for our employees. Oh, we've got, like, all these amenities and niceties for our employees in the office. You know, if they're having a stressed out day, they can go to the chill out room, right? Whereas like every other company was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Google was very accommodating, almost to a point of it being like, I don't want to say laughable, but it seemed like too much at some point. But now they seem like they're the hard-ass ones that are like, you're protesting? Nope. Fired. Hi, Lightning Fire. Thank you for the follow. I don't know the specifics, but I know Mouse accidentally ghosted Connor for around a month because she forgot to reply. Oh, you're right. I do remember that. He, like, messaged her and she didn't see it or something for a month. That was for their first collab. They keep talking and nobody explodes video. That was their first collab? That's funny. Is it surprising company fired people for not doing their job? I'd be surprised if the higher-ups didn't know or didn't care what the reason was. Not that it makes it any better. Well, so... here's the thing, Luton. Companies have never cared about the employees, right? It has always been an issue of what makes money. And so in the past, it was very much like, hey, take care of your workers, employee utopia, workers' rights. And so Google was at the, like, forefront of doing stuff like that, as well as, like, LGBT, you know, rainbow pride flag. If they thought that was beneficial to platform, they would. And since Trump was president, we've kind of seen a shift moving away from that. Where now it's like people seem annoyed by a lot of that stuff. And so now it's like we care less about doing that. This is from the company point of view. The companies care less about doing that and more about being the opposite of it. So it's like this weird... the company will always follow the money. And so when putting a rainbow pride flag in your, you know, in your social media account makes you look better to the populace, they're gonna do it. When people start not wanting that, they're gonna stop doing it. You have a working ethics and are using it? Fired. Yeah, it's just a PR thing when a company does anything good. They determined that Israel stuff was more beneficial to their money than caring about people, was my guess. Yeah. Yeah. Oh god, the joke, Kayla. The joke is that anytime you see Blizzard do something like LGBT friendly, like add a gay champion, or do anything that shows inclusivity, it's like, you know they're in some scandal and they have something bad going on. So I remember recently they came out with the character that, I don't know if they specifically state they're gay, but it's the healer with the pink outfit, and he just looks gay. And everybody saw this and they're like, oh god, Blizzard, what did you fucking do now? I think it's the guy before Malga. No, you are? What do you mean you are? Are you saying I'm a horrible person that only cares about money and I just pander to the people? Euland was the character Blizzard added. Both. Guy with pink or gay, both. Gay and pink. Yes. I am gay. Technically, I'm pan. I am very pink. Hi, love. It's funny. In video games, I'm always, like, conflicted between what I make my character look like. Do I make it look like my OC that is very, like, peachy skin and white and pink hair? Or do I make it what I find, like, pretty? Which is, like... I find fucking, like, anything pretty. But, like, I find myself often making, like, black hair caramel skin. And being like, oh... Leave the kitchen tools alone, Ewan. What the fuck? A greedy pan. Strawberry vanilla hair. I always end up making a redheaded woman when I make characters. Oh my god. I have a friend who, like, he will only play a character if they have red hair. Hi, Nanoda. It was the friend we were talking about earlier, Fusion TSK. He will not play a character if they don't have red hair. And so, like, when he plays League of Legends, he plays a lot of Sejuani, and he uses his skin so that they have red hair. And I'll be like, what about the Monster Hunter skin? And they'll be like, what do you mean? It doesn't have red hair. I don't even see it. It's not even a skin in my eyes. It's like, okay, dude. To be fair, this only started after I made my PSO2 character years ago. I'm kind of indifferent on red hair, but there's been a few orange hair characters that I'm like, oh, this is really pretty. I don't know if it's because of Nami or Orihime from Bleach, but at some point I started thinking orange hair was really pretty. So the day Blizzard releases 3 LGBT characters, that's gonna be a week before, like, some of their executives go on trial for murder. She has essentially become the only OC I ever created. I see. I had a friend. It was actually an ex. He had a dream of a redheaded paladin that went on an adventure. And in his eyes, it was like an epic. It was like multiple months story of this character seeking this lost artifact. And when he woke up, he was just like, wait, it wasn't real. Oh god. And since then, he just makes that character in everything. He's just in love with that character. 3.7 miles. Oh, we're not done with Argus. We still have a third of it to go. I thought we were done there. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna be 1.3 miles, though. But yeah, I have a friend that essentially does the same thing as you there, Josh, where they just always make this one character. I was watching Nanoda this morning. She was playing a game I had literally never seen, but it had pretty decent looking action combat. I just remember her being like, I need more bug repellent. I keep running out of bug repellent, damn it. I think it was called, like, Wise Ill, or, like, Wise the Third. Nanoda's gonna know the name better than I do. Wise 8? Okay. I've literally never heard of this series before. But I was like, oh, this looks interesting. You had 4 characters, which made me think maybe you're at the beginning of the game and there were more characters to get. I have no idea on that. The orange-haired girl was cute. Said like geese without the G. E's 8. Okay. I think there's 6. I had a weird experience with JRPGs in Canada. Maybe it's not that weird. I had a friend play Tales of Symphonia. And so after tennis lessons, me and another friend would go to this third friend's house, and we'd play Tales of Symphonia. We'd just grind. The guy who owned the game would play Lloyd. The second friend would play Regal, which kind of left me stuck with, like, not much else. Zelos was fucking obnoxious. Nobody liked him. And so I think I would just end up playing Sheena. Which, you know, for a middle school boy was like, whoa, she's so cool and I don't know why. She just makes me think she's so cool. And so because of that, I went and got Tales of Symphonia myself. And, at some point I remember Tales of Vesperia was coming out. And I was like, cool, I can't wait to get this game. And it was like, it's on the 360 only. And I was like, oh. Well, I guess I'm getting an Xbox 360. I literally got an Xbox 360 just to play Tales of Vesperia. Went back and played Tales of Abyss, Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of a New World. And then I just started playing them as they came out. So Graces came out and I played that one. Xillia came out and I played that one. Xillia 2 came out and I was like, sequels are bad, I fucking hate this, and I skipped it. And apparently it's one of the better Tales games, and so I really should play it. Zestiria came out, and I fucking hate it. I think it's the worst Tales game. But I do like the character Edna. So I stole her name, which was Edna Hefson Yuland. I stole Yuland from that. Played Rosaria, love it. Played Arise, it's got great combat. Everything else is okay. But, like, those are the only JRPGs I really play. My faves are Fantasia and Hearts. The ones before Symphonia, so I haven't played them. I did like what I played of Arise. There's a lot of things I have to complain about with Arise. That being said, I do think it has the best combat of the Tales games. Before Arise, I really liked the combat from Graces, because I like not having to deal with mana. I don't like the mana or the SP systems of most games. I like it when I can just go all out every time. And so Graces was just like, no, you've got this number, you can fucking use it, and then it just comes back. And so getting, like, I forget what it was even called, but getting your gauge up to, like, 22 and just being able to go through, like, a huge long chain of attacks felt so good in Graces. In Berseria, they had a little bit of that also. And, like, Velvet especially was great for extending combos. Yuri in Vesperia was good for it with a lot of his weapon skills. But it felt so long to build up to that. I do not like the Tales games where they're just like, you have mana, and it's just gonna fucking hinder you so hard. And Zestiria was the worst game in my eyes, because it had mana and SP. So it's like, you have mana, but also if you do too many attacks, your SP goes really low and you have to block for 10 seconds. Oh my god, I hated that in Zestiria. Also, Hoy, I'm back for my 30 meetings, 30 more to go. You got this, Pixel. I lost one. Melee combat shouldn't require resource management. I love Vesperia, but Abyss is the best. I think I like the characters of Vesperia the most. I think I like the story of Abyss the most. I don't remember being that impressed by the combat of Abyss. I think it was just more Symphonia, but with fields. Which, I mean, Symphonia was incredible when I played it in middle school. But then going back to it was just like, oh, this is very basic and dated. Hi, Zori. Playing Symphonia nowadays is like... I don't know. It's like playing old PSO. The combat is just so different and dated. Your basic and run through? What the hell, Zo? No, of the Tales games I have played, I think Arise has the best combat. Abyss has the best story. I love everything with Luke. Holy shit, the entire story of Luke is so good. And I love the characters of Vesperia. Wait, hold on. Abyss is the best overall story. Vesperia has the best characters. I like Luke, but that's just like his character development, what he does with the overall story. In Vesperia, I just love every character except Carol. Hi, Zoe. Happy birthday. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Zoe. I barely played them. They seem good, but I felt like their systems were old even in new games. A little bit. And, like, you compare them to other JRPGs coming out, and I don't think the Tales games hold up. I think it's a weak series now. I look at Tales of Arise, and it's a good game. I look at Final Fantasy 16, there's no contest. It's just a world of difference between 16 and Arise. And that's not to say Arise is bad. It's just if that's the level of quality that other JRPGs are doing, and maybe they're not. You know, maybe Dragon Quest's most recent game is more like Arise than it is 16. It's just like, I don't know. Rita best caster? I don't know if I agree with that one. I do like Rita. She is Megumin before Megumin existed. But, like, I don't know. You gotta like Tsunderes to like Rita. Let's think of the casters. So the main caster of Symphonia was... Oh god, what's his name? It's the elf kid, your best friend. Genis. Of Abyss, it's Jade. Of Vesperia, it's Rita. Of Graces, it could kind of be any character, right? Because, I know there's Pascal. I feel like there was another caster. Oh, Malik. Malik was the main guy. But, like, Pascal was the weird hybrid caster. I'll tell you right now, Lost One. If it wasn't for Edna, Pascal would be my favorite character. And if we consider her a caster, I love her. I love her way more than Rita. I think the idea for my hair, the like white to a color, comes from Pascal. After Graces was Zillia. Zillia had the old man. I don't even remember his name. There was also the girl with the doll. You're a Pascal? After Zillia was Zestiria. That's fine, that's how opinions work. Yeah. You're a girl with a doll? Okay, so. Zestiria. This is another one where it's like everybody's a fucking caster. I think it was Lila was the main fire spirit. Or Edna. Edna's my favorite character, like, of any Tales game. Possibly of any game. Berseria was Magilu. I actually don't like Magilu. I know a lot of people love her. I found her so annoying. She was so exhausting. I have a coworker who's also an engineer that's banned Pascal. He's German. What do you mean, banned Pascal? He owns a lot of things except a top. How dare you, you're a Zestiria. Flower. Welcome back. In Arise... Oh god, what is her name? That's named Pascal. Okay. What is the girl's name in Arise? It's like Rinwell. Rinwell. I think Rinwell is super cute, and her story is good, but she's so turbo racist early on that it makes it hard for me to like her in the long run. But I think if I were to rank the casters, Edna, Pascal, Rinwell, Rita, yeah. She's my favorite. Who is Pixel? Pixel? Frieren Incarnate? You're talking about Rinwell? Peisel? I'm going to assume that's your phone auto-correcting you, although it shouldn't auto-correct the word Pascal. Are you good? Alright, I don't want to go through every character archetype, but looking at the main characters of these games, Lloyd, Emil, Luke, Yuri, Asbel, Jude, Saray, Velvet. I don't even remember the guy's name from Arise. I want to say it started with a D. Alphen. I think it was Alphen. That's not a D at all. It is hands down Yuri Lowell. Holy shit, Yuri is the coolest character. I want to fucking hard spoil Vesperia right now. If you don't want Tales of Vesperia spoilers, mute for 5 minutes. So basically, there's a point where Yuri Lowell's like doing a good thing. He's fighting bad guys outside of the law, but he's, you know, exposing them and getting them in trouble. For 5 minutes, I'm going to spoil Tales of Vesperia. Missing so much, Elon. Well, just enjoy Tales of Vesperia spoilers. You probably weren't going to play the game anyway. Yuri is an ex-knight. He got kicked out of the Knights, or I think he quit. But he was already, like, on thin ice with them. He was a strong knight and, like, got away with a lot of shit. But he was often at odds with the rules. You know me so well. When a lot of the laws and the orders that the knights had to deal with became very frustrating for him, he just quit. So they found this noble doing a lot of crime, exposed him, but because this would look bad for the other nobles, all of his crimes were pardoned, and they actually got blamed on Yuri's captain, I think. It's from the Vesperia movie. And the captain had died, so it was like, oh, he's dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. But to Yuri, it was like, what the fuck, you can't do that. This noble was literally like doing human experimentation and gets a slap on the wrist. Fuck this. And so he leaves the Knights. Doesn't really know what to do with his life after that. In the game, somebody steals from the lower quarter, which is where the poor people live, and he goes chasing them. He leaves the city to go chase them. He finds out about guilds, which are cities that live outside of the Empire by their own rules and don't submit to the nobility. And he's like, these guys are fucking cool. I want to live like this my whole life. Later on in the story, they encounter a guy doing basically the same thing as that other noble. The human experimentation. Specifically, what this guy did was go to a harbor town, create a weather machine that creates, like, stormy weather so that it's unsafe to go out in boats. And he creates a law, like a mandate, that's like, the weather is too bad, nobody's allowed to go out on their boat. Because it's dangerous. So everybody's starving. Well, he also posted, like, bounty notice for, like, a monster out in the wilds. That's like, hey, there's this dangerous monster out there. If you can kill it, you get this really big reward. And it's his own pet monster. But, like, people are starving, so they're kind of driven to the point of, oh, the only thing that we could possibly try is to go hunt this monster, because there's a big reward on it. And this monster's just killing people left and right. And it's all this guy's plan because he likes breeding monsters, and he enjoys seeing all these poor people go hunt his pet monster and getting killed. Yuri and the crew, the main character's party, basically stop him, kill the pet monster, expose him for the weather machine, and get him in a lot of trouble. The thing is, he's a noble, and so he gets a slap on the wrist. He's not allowed to be a mayor of the city anymore. Monster hunt try. Basically nothing happens to him. He's literally just going to do it again, and at one point he has a conversation with Yuri, where he's like, you got in my way, but I'll make sure you never do that again. I'll make you regret this. And I'll be back to, my fun little experiments in no time. Just you wait, you little fucking plebeian. And your character is just like, oh, dude, I would fucking kill you right now if I could. And then he does. Your character finds out that he goes on trial, and nothing happens to him. And Yuri is just like, I don't want to live in this world where bad people can get away with doing shit like that. So I'm going to change the world. And he just goes and finds this noble and kills him. The main character, the character you are playing just fucking murders one of the guys. Just like, the system didn't work. This guy was gonna get away with like 0 consequences. And so he says, nope. And he kills him. Just fucking dumps his body in the river. And it's like, I'd never played a game where the main character does something like that. And he does it again in the game. At some point there's another noble who is like getting a lot of people killed. Based and red-pilled. And Yuri basically like drugs everyone around him, all of his guards, so that they're like out cold. And he wakes the dude up, and he's like, yeah, it's time to pay for your crimes. And this guy's like, what the hell? I can't do any crimes, they're poor people, they don't matter. And Yuri just like pulls his sword out and just starts walking toward him. And the guy's like, oh shit, this guy's actually gonna kill me. And so he starts running through the desert. And he gets stuck in like quicksand. And Yuri just stares at him from the edge of the quicksand. And this guy's like, okay, I'm sorry, just save me. Just throw me the rope and save me. And Yuri gives him the whole speech of like, how many people have said that to you? That they'll do anything while you just watch them die. And the guy's not really listening. He's kind of just screaming and like, help me, help me. And he just fucking sinks in the quicksand. It's really fast fucking quicksand. But he just goes down until you see it engulf his head and then his hand. And that goes under too. And Yuri just walks away. And at this point, some of the characters are like, hey Yuri, a lot of the people that you're very critical of, are suddenly disappearing. And he's just like, yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? And at one point, his childhood friend, who is a captain in the military, is like, we need to fucking talk, dude. Because, like, you can't keep fucking murdering people like this. They're gonna send me after you. And like, oh god, it was so cool. God of War 3 style? Yulin flashbang? What do you mean by flashbang? Did it just get really bright, or what happened? I mean, he was saying things he didn't mean while begging for his life, just to get his life saved? Oh yeah. And the guy was a fucking piece of trash. It's best not to dwell on the disappearing enemies. I don't know what the right answer is here. Because, like, these people were so evil that the world is a better place having had them killed. But, like, I don't know if vigilantism and killing people that you decide are wrong is ever the right answer. So it's like, yes, here, it was 100% right. Yuri did the right thing. The world is better for it. But, like, you can't give that power to anybody. You can't just be like, hey, everyone, vigilantism is okay. If somebody does a bad, go kill them. That is never the right answer. Because that just leads to the situation of, oh, this guy is accused of a crime, let's kill him. Oh, I've killed him, but they just found out who the real person who did it was. I just killed an innocent person. That's the problem with vigilantism. So it's like quicksand too kind to hot waterfalls. I feel like quicksand is a pretty gnarly way to go. Drowning with fucking sand does not sound enjoyable. I don't know, in the game, Yuri starts feeling remorse for his actions. He starts being like, this isn't, the right thing. And a character tries to kill him. Quicksand, suffocation, and being crushed. That does not happen. I don't know, you and vigilantism kind of based. It is not based. In the game, a character tries to kill him. His childhood friend that he joined the Knights with is rising up the ranks in the military. And Yuri is doing all these, like, heroic deeds as an adventurer / vigilante. But the military, to save face, is crediting all the good things happening to the childhood friend. And so the childhood friend is suddenly, like, crazy rising up in the ranks. And Yuri is like, this is the perfect situation. Because I want him to rise in the ranks. That was the whole point we joined the Knights in the first place, was to change the system from within. To rise up the ranks so that we make the rules. And, so he has this, like, idea of, I kill the bad guys, he gets credit for all the good things happening, he rises in the ranks, I get to make real changes now. This is a perfect system. The problem is that childhood friend hates his fucking guts. The secretary, hold on, what did I just say? That childhood friend has, like, an assistant, like a right hand. It's this female soldier named, I think her name's Sophia. She fucking hates Yuri. Because she just sees him as this, like, wild, barbaric, really crass dude, that, like, Flynn, the military childhood friend. The only reason they get along is because they're childhood friends. Otherwise, he would just be some punk that Flynn takes to jail himself. But because they're childhood friends, Flynn is soft on him and never holds him accountable. She doesn't have the full story. 5 minutes. I know. After a major boss fight, she basically gets the same idea as Yuri, where she stabs him in the stomach with a dagger and kicks him off a cliff, into the ocean. And nobody saw it because it was in smoke. But Yuri, being such a badass, he fucking lives. He just fucking lives, and he's out of commission for a month. He shows up alive, and she is fucking sweating bullets. Because she's like, oh god, I tried to murder him, and he's going to tell Flynn. What do I do? And they eventually have a conversation where she's like, why the fuck aren't you telling people? And he's like, I mean, I killed 2 people like this. I kind of just look at it as your crime's catching up with you. I tried to kill 2 people. Someone tried to kill me. That's just the way things go. I'm not going to tell anybody about this. Because, I mean, I know why you did it. I know you're not going to do it to Flynn. You did it to protect him. You see me as a threat. And I don't think I'm a threat to Flynn. But, yeah. Oh, also, don't fucking cross me again. Next time, I will cut your fucking head off. And she's like, "Ah." Quicksand is a place you can't die in unless you're trying. You float rather easy, it's a thing. So, you're applying that to real quicksand, Kayla? The quicksand in this game was like, not just still moving quicksand. It looked like a moving current of sand. And so it's like actively sinking, the sand is constantly moving. It's like, it was more like a sinkhole than quicksand. Can I punch your treadmill with an oversized wrench? No, you might make it worse. Please do. I don't know. I fucking love every character in Tales of Vesperia. Carol's fucking annoying. There's a ProZD sketch where he's like, when you try to show a character to your friend and they have really big character development, and it's like early on they're really annoying and later on they're so cool. And it's like later on you know what he's like, where it's like, I had trouble with courage early in my life, but I've learned from my mistakes. I'll never let a friend get hurt in front of me. And you know what that's what they'll be like. But early on they're like, oh, I'm so scared. I'm gonna pee my pants. And like, I literally just fucking think of that. I think of Carol with that ProZD sketch where it's like you're showing your friend a character. Oh, I'm gonna pee my pants. I'm so scared. This character fucking sucks, dude. Well, don't worry. They get better. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm gonna poop and pee my pants. Okay, well, right now they fucking suck. I promise you, they get better. And that's not quicksand. That's rip current. I don't know what it would be, because in real life, there's not, like, quickly moving sand like that. Just jab it a few times with a screwdriver. That should fix the treadmill. Fucking Subaru. Now WD-40 and a lighter. I do not think I should be using WD-40. They never get better? They do. Carol had his redemption. He was the cowardly character that ran away a lot. And eventually the party is like about to die and Carol stands up and you have to fight this boss solo as Carol. But you free the team and then you get to fight the boss with the whole team. And it's a big moment and he's like less cowardly after that. And in the end credits they show where all the characters are and Carol forms his own guild. And he's got like 2 cowardly kids with him in his guild. And he's just like, oh god, I used to be like this. You ever seen ReZero? I have. I do like ReZero. My favorite character is Shaula. She's gonna be in season 3? Or season 4. No, she's gonna be in season 4. The one that's not out yet. She's really fucking cool and I can't wait to see her. But I actually didn't think Subaru was that cowardly. Subaru was probably annoying to a lot of people. Oh my god. Let's turn that one down. Jesus. Cowardly was what wasn't made him bad. I didn't mind Subaru. I found him cringe. When he was like, I'm gonna be Amelia Tan's knight at the ceremony, that was like, bro, what the fuck? But other than that, I didn't really have much of a problem with Subaru. Don't worry, they will get OP and handsome and confident in a couple chapters. Rip current is a flow down and out. Quicksand-like places are water currents up. Subaru is hilariously awful to watch. Cowardly wasn't what made him bad. I can think of like a multitude of other characters that are worse than Subaru is the thing. Like main characters. Like Black Clover? Asta's fucking awful. May not enter bodies of water, but I know the flows. What did you not like about Subaru, Luton? Subaru is a main character? I think either I misspoke or you misheard me. I am not saying Subaru is not a main character. I can think of other main characters from other series that are worse than Subaru. Like Asta from Black Clover. Also, I need a drink. We are at 5 miles. When the video rolled over, it was 4.96. So we're going through... Whoa, what the fuck? My hand is not where it actually is. We are walking through southern Thanalan. Can I, like, wave it over here to resync it? Weird. No. Not gonna lie, I started watching Black Clover because of the demon edits. Because I was playing the Black Clover at the time. I stole your Black Clover game at the time. I stole your hand. It's there, it's just like 6 inches lower than it should be. My hands are essentially clapping right now. What's another like main character of a big popular show that's worse than Subaru? I think Naruto was pretty awful early on. A lot of his main flaws is his worldview. He's seen anime, he's seen isekai, he comes here thinking he's going to be the hero. Feels entitled to that, as shown by his outbursts. And struggles to understand other people, only caring about himself. Wasn't that fucking awesome though, Luten? He's sitting there running through the first town like, I'm the main character. I bet I have some superpower. And then he's like getting mugged in an alleyway and he's like, yeah, fucking come at me. I bet I have super strength. Or like, can shoot lasers. And he gets fucking stabbed and dies. That was fucking awesome. That was so funny. And he's just like, he just wakes up after like dying this painful stabbing death, just like, oh god. Doesn't make him a better person? I don't really look at that as entitlement. I look at that as like, he had false expectations. He made assumptions. He was excited for this adventure, and he did not get the adventure he thought he was going to get. I loved episode 1 so much. It was really funny. I think he becomes a better person. I think, you know, he does have that arrogance. He does have that, like, I'm the main character, yay me, and that gets he gets humbled regularly. Sailor Moon. I haven't seen Sailor Moon in so long. My superpower is I can respawn. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very, like, tight threshold, like a tightrope to walk, Luten, of, like, the worse a character is and the more character development they go through, the more people like them. But if they start too low, you hate them. There's no redeeming it. So, like, Zuko. Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. He's a dick at first. He's awful. He's entitled. He genuinely treats other people poorly. And he's a fucking piece of shit. But he gets humbled. He gets humbled again. He gets humbled a third time. Trying to do and fix things the wrong way doesn't make him happy. Then he does the right decisions. And starts, you know, atoning for his mistakes. And he's a fucking great character, and people love Zuko. People love Zuko. But people go through, like, similar stuff like that, and they aren't able to see past it. For example, Astarion. Astarion is so hateable early on. And, like, honestly, the way he acts is very justifiable. with his lore and background, being a fucking, like, essential prostitute, that's just controlled by Cazador. Wait, what do you mean hateable?
Yeah, it's like angel dust.
I didn't hate him early on at all. You are alone in that, Lieutenant. There's a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, who don't even give Astarion a chance and just kill him the moment they meet him. You didn't know this, Lieutenant? A lot of people really do not like Astarion. Smarmy, hi Zay. I actually don't like him that much. I killed Lizelle, she's a bitch. Wait, Luton, she's literally like the same thing as Astarion, where like she comes from circumstances that of course she's a bitch. That's her culture, that's the Githyanki. And if you progress through her story, she overcomes that and becomes a really great character. Without a second thought, moment I found her in that cage was the first opportunity. Lizelle and Astarion, I would say, are the most hated party members. But if you take them on, they have, like, incredible stories where they overcome their problems. And they have such amazing character growth. And it's really cool to see it. But they start so low. They start so detestable and hateable early on that a lot of people just never see that because it's like, oh, I fucking hate these people. Overcome D's. And what little I played of Baldur's Gate, I never once had the thought to actually kill any of the party. I didn't kill them my first time. The second time I was like, I'm okay with killing Shadowheart. I don't know, I don't think Lizelle overcame too much. She softens up a bit, but isn't much different. I think you're grossly simplifying her story when you say that. She literally overcomes her entire Githyanki culture and, like, turns her back on her goddess and her people and wants to, like, change them as a whole on a, like, society level. And she very much softens up to you and the rest of the party. Well, you also don't inherently know what characters are party unless you looked into it before. Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, in the case of Minthara, I'm sure a lot of people murdered Minthara.
I'm certain that the vast majority of people killed Minthara. They have done a lot of changes to the game to make it easier to recruit her. God, her story is so fucking good, though. Minthara is another one that, like, at some point she has a conversation with you where she's just like...
That's spoilers. I would like to not hear that. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I will not
I can mute you if you wanted to talk to the stream about it.
No, I'll wait for you to get there. Baldur's Gate is... Gosh, you... The nerve. She stopped me.
Yeah, sorry. We did our 4-player playthrough before the wardrobe existed, so no one got their storylines. Everyone was leaving out of rage because they couldn't be there for their critical moment.
Oh, God.
Like, it was, I'm trying to remember. Like, I think Gale just, like, up and exploded.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll do that.
Shadowheart left. She was not pleased.
Uh-huh.
After, Act 2, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There was something, I don't quite remember what it was, with, oh god, I don't remember her name.
Karlach?
Yeah. Karlach, She had something to do with one of the three, I think it was. She wasn't there when one of them thinged, so she was also really mad and tried to leave.
What an interesting theory.
True.
Indeed. My first run, we kept all the party members, but we were like swapping them into the party for specific stuff. The second run, because we had 4 players, we had an event with, we had a very Shadowheart relevant event. And she was like, you did this without me? Fuck you. And she left. And we never saw her again.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to us. We were like, listen, what do you want? I quite literally couldn't do it.
Hi Zuvi. With Karlach, we did a thing. And she was like, what the fuck? You didn't bring me? And we're like, hey, sorry. And she's just like, I'm mad at you, soldier. Harumph. But she stayed. She stayed in the party. So what you're saying is Lae'zel went from this is my people's culture to my people will follow my culture? Not necessarily. Although if you're teasing, haha. No, with Lae'zel, she's just like, I don't understand why they don't kill the younglings. They are the easiest targets. And it's like, Lae'zel, that's kind of like crazy. You know, people don't kill children, they're considered innocent. And like by the end of the game, she like sees how crazy the Githyanki are. And she's like, you know what? Maybe there do need to be some changes. Maybe your society that has been led by this eternal matriarch for 2,000 years, and she's been lying to us and manipulating us the whole time, has some holes in it and can be improved upon. Can't believe I'm getting spoiled here. See you later. Oh my god. Gale just kind of does that, yeah. One of my faves bugs was Gale. For me, he died, and I revived him. And he still had that death aura, so I just kind of walked him in circles around things I wanted to kill. I had to keep him away from the rest of the party. I think I remember that happening to Luton. I love Karlach so much. She's the best. God, I love her. Karlach is so incredible. Yeah. We'll stop talking about spoilers. I don't know if Zubi stuck around or has already left. I brought up Baldur's Gate because a lot of those characters, a lot of Larian Games characters, are just designed to be so fucking hateable, and then they come around and by the end of their story you're like, okay, I really like the development and character growth they've gone through. But there's a limit, right? You can only be so hateable, or you end up like Astarion or Lae'zel. Or you end up like the Red Prince from Divinity 2. I had that in Tales with Rinwell. Rinwell is the mage character in Tales of Arise. And she is turbo fucking racist. That you basically have two peoples. The Danans, which are enslaved, and the other group that, you know, they enslave all the Danans. And Rinwell is a Danan, and so she hates the people that have enslaved her people. They also killed her parents. She has a lot of justification for racism. But, like, through the game, your party is made up of both groups. You have people from both sides in your party. And she treats the others with such animosity. And I just wanted to fucking throttle her and be like, look, you fucking brat. They agree with you that it's wrong. They don't like the slavery. They don't like the murder. They have literally walked away from their culture to help you liberate your people because they recognize that it's wrong, even though they're not the ones at the bottom, they're the ones at the top. And Rinwell's just like, she just doesn't, that doesn't mean anything to her, and she still just hates them. I don't like that. I did feel bad, kind of bad turning him down. He's sweet, but he's not my type. Such contempt. Another one that I think a lot of people don't like is Luke, and maybe people will give him more credit because he's the main character of Tales of the Abyss. But Luke is a fucking piece of trash. How many times did you beat Baldur's Gate 3? Twice. Can I...
None.
I fucking hate this middle finger on this controller. I beat it twice. I did a very rush playthrough with Lost One, where it was just the two of us, and we had 2 NPCs. We skipped, like, a ton of the side quests. It ended up being, like, a 60-hour run. That way, I could say, I have beaten the game. I didn't have, like, 5 runs die in Act 2 or 3, but I've never beaten the game. I very much wanted to say, I have fucking beaten the game. But got 2 endings because I reloaded too. What a gamer. Can this game be beat at solo? Yes. Very much so, Wrath. Your party will have 4 characters. If other people aren't playing them, you control them. So it's turn-based, you will control all 4 characters. If you play with one other person, you kind of just decide who controls the NPCs. When I played with Lost One, I controlled one, he controlled one. But you could do this person controls both NPCs, this person controls none. If you play with 4 people, you each get 1 character. You can also just mod it to play with 5 people. He played with me just to say he did it. Lost One, I fucking hate this joke every time. And you insist on making it every fucking time. It's so annoying. After Baldur's Gate with Lost One, I played with Core, and the 3 people in this run had not beaten it before. So I was taking a little bit of a backseat to it. I was basically, like, you know, investing more in my character, learning more about the game, and anytime we were doing a side quest, I was like, I don't know what's going on here, so this is fucking cool. But when there was, like, main story stuff that I'd seen, I was, like, very much taking a back seat and, like, being silent and letting them make the decisions. I mean, without a party? Yes, Wrath. It will be way fucking harder. The game is designed to have 4 characters, but there is a challenge run called Honor Mode Solo, where if you die on Honor Mode, if you have a party wipe, the game ends and your save gets deleted. If you do it with just 1 character, that means if your character dies, it's game over. And it's very hard to do it. But it can be done. It doesn't make it easier unless you have trouble multitasking or time investment. So, yeah, you have to be a fucking masochist or just way into Baldur's Gate to play this way. So, like, hardcore mode on Minecraft? Kind of, Jan. But imagine you're not allowed to go above 2 hearts in Minecraft. That's what Honor Mode Solo is in Baldur's Gate. And unlike Divinity, Nosu doesn't have a Lone Wolf skill. There are mods for it. And I don't remember if they said they were planning to add a Lone Wolf option. I want to say I'm wrong on that. People were just hoping for it. I don't really like any character in that game. Never played it nor watched, so I'd probably try it solo. So here's the thing, Wrath. You just shouldn't. Especially your first time. You're just not gonna have fun playing it like that. However, if you don't like the 6 origin characters, you can make your own. And then you can recruit 3... I want to say they're mercenaries? They're preset characters that don't really have much of a story. They're there. And you can use them.
And I think you can use the appearance mirror on them as well.
You cannot.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I specifically looked into this because I wanted to do a goblin run. I wanted to have a run with 4 goblins, which would just be like halflings or gnomes with green skin. And the only way to set that up is to start a 4-player game and then play solo with these characters that other people created. Which is fucking stupid to me. That you can't use the mirror on mercenaries. And just, ugh. I was very frustrated by this. Mind slaves, yes. I don't know if they're mind slaves, but... They're not, right? They're not like Withers summons them and he's like, these characters have no minds. They are here to help you end your quest. He literally puppets them? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so they are. Yeah, I wanted to do a run. I wanted to do a solo run at one point that was, it would have been like a goblin murder hobo run. Where I control 4 goblins that literally kill everything. I get to a town, start killing things. I get to a side quest where it's a little camp and they're like, oh, help us. I start killing things. I wanted to have a run like that. When you speak to them, that's Withers speaking to you? I didn't know that.
How long do we have?
I think we have like 10 minutes left. We are currently at 5.9 miles. The intrusive thoughts run. Not even the intrusive thoughts run, it's just the try to be evil run. Because I typically don't have that many intrusive thoughts. My intrusive thoughts are like, this character is being really fucking obnoxious and sassy. I could kill this one. But like, this is the, oh, this nice old lady baked me cookies. Run her through. You should make those goblins all barbarians. And beeline for the Underdark to grab 4 Devil Foil Masks. Do you know the Devil Foil Masks? I am aware of it, Luton. I don't want to quite do a run like that. I want to do, so lore-wise in my head, it would have been like, one goblin that has like, the Circlet of Intellect or whatever makes the ogre really smart. And so it's like this enlightened goblin. And she has her 3 brothers that she like takes care of. And they all look at her like she's super smart, so they just do what she says. It would have been like Priestess Gluck, if you remember, I'm sure you remember her, in the goblin camp. It would have been like her if she was young and had 3 brothers, and they were just like, we need to get these tadpoles out of our head. Let's go on an adventure. And so they just go across the countryside killing everyone, but for the most part, just like, their only goal is get the tadpole out of their head. Hi, I see fire. And low. Heckin' +1 strength at the cost of native was int charisma for Maskborn nearby. So up to +3, it's so funny. I know about it. I know it's hella good. I don't really want to do a run like that. It would be like the lead goblin would be like a spore druid or a necromancer. And then the others would be like a barbarian, a monk, and a thief. Or maybe like a barbarian, a ranger, and a thief. Delete me, mommy? Why do you want to get deleted? I need a drink. When we finish this walk, I'm rewarding myself with a cookie. I saw a bunch of game trailers yesterday. There's a game coming out called Chernobyl Liquidators. And it's literally you play somebody in the cleanup crew for Chernobyl after the nuclear fallout there. It kind of looks like Viscera Cleanup, but like more serious. Very radiation based. It's funny. You'd think a game like this would come out and people would be like, "Oh, you're gonna be fighting like Fallout monsters. You're gonna be fighting like mutant monstrosities. It's gonna be a game like that." And it's like, no, it's literally just cleaning up the radioactive mess. That's it. Not just go all 4 Sentinel and Polearm Mastery. I don't want to do that, Luton. I want variety in the builds. I don't like everybody doing the same build. That's annoying to me. That's not fun. I mentioned it earlier, but there was the Lost Legions game. You're annoying to me? Am I really? I just don't want to do it that way. I didn't think I was being annoying to you. I'm sorry. It felt like you were being really pushy with this playstyle that I didn't want to do. Alright, that joke's over. This joke has run its course. Perfectionist versus ADHD. But all clerics make the A-man squad. What the fuck? Pushy? Hardly pushy. I was only saying pushy for the joke there, Lieutenant. You said all barbarians with the mask. I was like, I don't really want to do that. And then you said all 4 Sentinel with Polearm Mastery, and it's just like, well, I still don't want to do it. I know. I was only saying pushy for the joke. It's not like I'm actually trying to make you just talking about stupid, funny things. There is the, I'm sure you've watched the video, Lucen, of the guy that does the, like, 4 dwarf squad where they just throw everybody around. All 4 Barbarian, Devil Foil, Sentinel, Polearm Mastery. Have you seen the 4 naked barbarians throwing everybody? That is a stupid, silly video. They just get in a circle, and they just throw NPCs back and forth to each other like it's football. It's so dumb. Another game trailer I saw. For Honor is having an Assassin's Creed collab. And so, I don't actually know what this means. I don't know if some of the classes you play as in For Honor are going to be like Assassin's Creed themed. I don't know what's going on, but For Honor, that game with the 3 factions, Assassin's Creed collab, yay! And then it wasn't a video game, but there is a Star Wars, I don't know if it's an anime or just a cartoon, but Star Wars Tales of the Empire is going to be a 6-episode show on Disney+. For Honor still exists, that's crazy. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Basically. For Honor looks so good and I was very hyped for it. And then I saw more of the combat and I was like, not for me. I don't know. Of all the game trailers I saw, Lost Legions was the most, like, interesting to me. But it ends this really interesting trailer with coming out sometime in 2025. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? What? That's so long from now. But yeah, the Star Wars Tales of the Empire. I don't really know what it's about. It showed Grievous fighting this, like, Sister of Hate, where she had, like, these sickles empowered by the Force, so that they wouldn't just break on lightsabers. Just installed my ceramic dagger Incarn? Hell yeah. I haven't fucked around with Incarnums at all. I always found them really annoying. It's still a good game and I still play it. Which faction do you fight for, Bisu? So there were the knights, the samurai, and the barbarians, right? Surely, we can agree Bits isn't gonna fight for the knights. Maybe the barbarians, but maybe he goes full weeb and fights for the samurai. Incarns are stupid strong? I know they're stupid strong. I fucking hate unlocking them. And they're always on weapons that I don't care about. Now, when they first came out, there was only like the 3. And I was like, I don't like all these weapons. And since then, a bunch of new ones have come out. So there's probably an Incarnum weapon that I would like. But like, what I would want is for them to be more passive. I also like, I fucking hate alternating fighting styles. I don't want to be like, get headshots with this little pistol. Oh, you've unlocked Gatling mode. That is so incredibly obnoxious to me. I'm going to guess that Bits plays the barbarians. That's my final guess. I'm locking it in. Samurai Nobuhi main? Fuck! My Lex Prime I use for Spy gets a 6% ammo efficiency rate when an ability is active? Damn. Alright, that's it. That's the walk. 6.3 miles. Can I pause from here? No, of course not. The Guild Wars video? It is. My hand is in the wrong spot and I hate it. Oh, it just readjusted. Good, good, good. Where's my camera? Right there. Give you guys music. I had one story I didn't talk about. I'll just remember it. Fucking weeb, Lawbringer for life. I stomp LB players. So when you have a 18 to 25 round per mag build, that lets you blast for free so much. Hell yeah. That was 6.3 miles? 6.3 miles. Now we rest. And then I close this. I open up Twitch. And we open up Proxy 0 to spy on them. I mean, what? Okay. You perv. You know what, Luton? Fucking Proxy would want me to spy on them. He would want me to look. Den is the cutest. I don't know, Den. They're saying you're the cutest. Are you like the cutest? Or are you just like really fucking cute? I don't know. I feel like it might be a lot to say the cutest though. She's hiding behind her ears.
I can't read chat if I can't see. Got him.
One of the Alexas and Carnivos is straight up plus 10 ammo in the mag. I believe that. LBs ain't shit without heavy attacks. Literally can't combo without heavies. And I wouldn't. I didn't say you wouldn't. But you're not live right now. Oh, I promise you, Lieutenant, when you're live, I'm always spying. I have like 150,000 channel points in your stream. They call me out this time, Yulin. Sheesh. Well done, Yulin the man. Hoy cat. Always calls me out on the wrong things. SMH don't need to re-chat if I'm whispering in your ears, Den. Her ears are so big, you don't even have to be next to her to whisper. She'll still hear it. Oh, why did you put them together like that?
I don't know.
It... We're just gonna... We're just gonna fix one of them. Yuland is trash, Umu. Dude, I cannot wait for fucking Core to fix Sapphire. I'm getting so frustrated by just how mean she is. She's so fucking mean. We're going to Midnight Drive. Oh, wait. I need to select this first. Yulin is just the common rabble that sits below my throne. Umu. There's nothing to fix. Sapphire loves me. She's such a bitch. She said some absolutely scathing things to Core yesterday and was like, Core, we need to fix this. This is starting to be abuse. She's taking after me. I disagree, Safi. Because you can be teasingly mean to other people. I don't know if you've ever said stuff about like that about Core. Her namesake. Avatars. Okay, the TV just flipped down in front of me. We're stopping the van. I can't see shit right now. Where is it? We're on the roof. This is where it's cool. I'm gonna sneeze. I muted in time. Yay. She says my unfiltered thoughts. Yeah, Sapphire can be mean to anyone but Core. When you say that, Pixel, are you saying she needs to change because she shouldn't be mean to Core? Or she isn't mean to Core? Because she's very fucking mean to Core right now. Last night, she was just ripping on Core for like 3 hours. And I fixed them. This one needs to go a little to the left. Perfect. I'm gonna come over here. She was ripping on Core because I wasn't there, surely. She basically spent all stream saying Core had no brain cells. It was... it was absolutely scathing. Shouldn't? On the roof, sweet, easier to push. I'd let Safi push me off the roof of a van. And I'd thank them for it. Alright. Oh, I just fell off.
Nice, well done.
Here.
Okay, actually, hold on.
I like this.
I fear for my safety.
Oh, has this got the... Oh, it's got that thing. Okay. Ah. I got McDonald's feeds Yulin strawberry banana smoothie. You know, normally I wouldn't think I like that, but I do like banana and I do like strawberry flavoring, so I would probably like that. Thank you. That's kind of what I was teasing Core for all day before stream 2, though. I don't know. Sappy, I can't imagine you saying to Core, or quite frankly anyone, your incompetence is so disheartening that while your lack of brain cells was before unbelievable, it is now wholeheartedly believable and factual to the greater good of people in society. It's just like, Jesus Christ, Sapphire, calm down. I can't imagine you saying something like that, Sappy. That's just a complicated way of saying, really? I can't believe you're like this. It's a lot meaner, Sappy. Don't forget to add Umu. Umu. I just realized something. Can we be up on the van up here while it's moving?
I am not sure.
X'd it out.
I got this. Alright.
Oh my god. Wispoo, your Patreon thing is so annoying. I don't see anything up here. I don't think you'd be able to get back up. Oh god, how do I make this thing go away?
Well, Ben's dead.
Oh no. Dead no.
They jumped off the van. Truly tragic.
It's not moving, so... I need to add the long drive map to my list of worlds to chill out at the end for. Because, then I could, like, be on the bus while it's moving, and while this map is really pretty, I think the long drive would be better for, having that moving background.
Hey, look, she had extra lives.
You're back, yay. Why isn't there a way to rapid fire photos on VRChat's camera? I couldn't tell ya. There should be. What does sleep mode do? Holy cow, that's dark. Trying to get this on photo is gonna kill me. You can do it, Bits. I believe in you. Oh, so the last story I had that I didn't talk about, that was in my notes. Trump lost the election in, I think it was 2020. And a lot of people, said, no, he didn't. You know, we've had the whole election deniers thing. Some people in the government were like, yeah, no, I can see that, you know, by this report that he lost, but I'm just not going to believe that, and I'm going to report that he won. And so, I think it was the attorney generals of Arizona and a few other places have gone after some of those people that were like state representatives or in Congress. and I think it was 18 of them have, I think it's been indicted for it specifically. Hi, Kumi. And so, it is very much, people are finally getting in trouble for this. Now we'll see if it actually means anything, right? I feel like I see story after story after story of, oh, politicians in trouble for doing this shit, and then just nothing ever happens. About to pass out, but had to come pat the nerd first. Hell yeah. Sleep well. It's one of those things where it's like, I would love for them to actually get in trouble for this. Do I expect them to? Not really. Rudy Giuliani was one of them. Carpet soft? Rest well, Kumi? Rudy Giuliani was one of the 18 that got in trouble. I think it's 11 have been named and 7 have been like, their names have been redacted. I don't know why they get that special treatment, but hopefully there's actually some fucking consequences for these. No carpet, me Angie. You can do it, Bits. You get the you've got it. You're gonna take those pictures and you're gonna maybe fail up a few times, but you know, it's just like pregnancy. You get fucked a lot before you get pregnant, and then you've got it, and everybody says congratulations to you. And that's what you're here for, right? I've been here like 20 minutes. That's why people get pregnant, right? So that people say congratulations to them. Why is it either One Piece, Asmongold, or Impregnation on this stream? I want that congratulations. You think you could help me? It was an awful joke I told yesterday, Luton. With success is like pregnancy. Nobody sees how many times you got fucked up. They only see the end result and say congratulations. Suddenly I no longer wonder why Bits wants to shoot you. What? I'm literally encouraging him. First time. One Piece, Asmongold, or Impregnation. We mention Asmongold a lot because that's where we get a lot of the recommendations for the videos. He just covers a lot of stuff on the internet, and so it's easy to just look at what he's looking at and talk about it. Yeah, and I want to be congratulated. Would you help me with that, Yulin? No. You know how it is with me, Luton. I'm the bottom. And I'm not like a power bottom. I'm not gonna impregnate you. I'm glad you guys understand. And cake farts. Oh, you had to bring that up, Luton. That means you're the newest cake farter. To get people to stop talking about it, I started whoever brings it up, I start calling them the cake farter. Which, now it's you, Luton. He has shootable phase. What the fuck? You isn't willing to help me? I'm sorry, not with this one. So jealous you get to chill with Den so close to you. Get on, Safi. You can't get on today, can you? You just have to join another day when she is here. Hi, Dehi. So when's my 5 minutes a week scheduled, you? I don't know, what day were you thinking? I'm busy on Tuesdays. I'm busy on Fridays and Sundays. This Thursday, today, I have a collab planned later today. I know I'm busy, ATM. Free Saturday? Yeah, I'm free Saturday. We can get it done then. Okay, I'm done malding. Did you get it, Bits? Did you get it? Did you post the neat stuff? I get to bonk Yulin today. You get to bonk me every day, Safi. Funny coming from the nerd who brought it up 20 times this stream. I brought it up like 5 times. And again, the whole idea of the cake farts question isn't the cake farts. It's something that costs you nothing, you're just grossed out by and don't like. And are you willing to do that for true love? Hello, Pookie Bear. Are you pooped out? I am. We did 6.3 miles. I am a little tired. The collab, I won't be live, but I'll ping the Discord. Because Core and Spacefish will both be live for it. They want to play Unrailed, and they invited me to play. And so they'll both be live with Unrailed, and we'll be playing with them. Shut up. What? What did I even do? You have like really bonky while I flirt with Cornfish? Okay, I'll thank you for it. My point stands. Thanks for taking the title from Luton. I didn't take the title from Luton. He still has it. Anyways, photo posted. Let's look at it real quick. It's not like literally the last person who mentioned it, is it? It's like whoever brings up the topic, they have it. You almost have like a grace period in talking about it once someone brings it up. First one is the one I was trying to get. Oh. Good job, Bits. Oh, I have to do some other spying. I can open this window. Oh. I just saw someone doing a thing. And they're collabing with somebody that... I guess I wouldn't have thought that they know each other, but it's like, I don't really know either of them that well, so I shouldn't be surprised. I was spying on Iceres. And they were playing Valheim with Ashenera. Valheim's a game I always really wanted to play and just never got to. Oh, I see, so it works like the game. You just lost? What? I think it's the opposite. If Luton brings up cake farts,
I just lost the game.
he's the cake farter. If I say cake farts because Luton brought it up, Luton is still the cake farter. Luton is the cake farter right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, true.
I see. Wait for the target to talk about it. Free to sing praise about your favorite topic with the guise of grace period. I'm not even talking about it, Icy Fire. We're not even posing the question to anybody. You guys are fucking reaching to make fun of me. Fucking jerks. Hate carts. Hi, Ellie. Hello, Yulin. Well done on the walk. I did a few miles through Venice myself. I think you're just lying to impress me, Ellie. I think you're just lying. And you actually didn't do that much walking. And I caught you in this lie because you're in Venice. You can't walk in Venice. You have to take a boat everywhere. And you're gonna tell me you're walking through Venice. I can't believe this. You think there's actually people who believe that? You think there's people that are like, Venice is only boats, you can't, like, have a car or walk there at all? You're welcome that I'm putting effort into the stream. I reached my limit. I see fire. I don't need you to put any effort into the stream. I just like you being here. And, like, if you ever feel like you want to do other things, I'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Noted, I'll shut the... That's not what I'm saying. Oh my god, I'm gonna Florida daycare lady you. I'm not saying you can't. I just don't get cornered. I don't like it when you describe it as effort. I don't like it when you describe it as exhausting. Because that makes me feel like it's not something you want to do. I want you to be having fun. I don't know. We had 6.3 miles. Plans for today. It's the unrailed thing with Spacefish. I'm going to try and get a long BDO video out. I think it's going to be like an hour to an hour and a half. I hope it's not that long. But it probably will be. With the BDO videos, I have been like, fucking, I don't care about quality as much. So in World of Warcraft, I used to do like long 1 to 2 hour, like, one take walks. And eventually I started splitting them up into segments. But like, if I fucked up a segment, I would still redo it. With BDO, I fucked up a segment twice in yesterday's video. And I just said, I don't even fucking care. Stopped the recording, ran back 50 feet, started recording, and started doing it again, and just stitched them together. I never would have done that at the start. But with BDO, I'm just like, oh my god, I don't want to do this again. I guess I don't like making fun of you in reality, but I do enjoy being evil. I'm having fun feeling bad. As long as you're having fun. Damn, Icy. Reading his thoughts right now. I just saw your fucking ears probing my brain. Wait, don't take him back. Put it in again.
It was just a constant stream of Stardew Valley. All I'm getting is mushrooms and moss and plants and no fishing. There is no fishing in this brain.
That's not true. I like crab pots. I want to set up more crab pots.
I wouldn't call that fishing.
Wow. What skill does it level, Den?
Crab potting.
No, it levels fishing. I don't think there is a crab potting skill. No, I think I need to build some crab pots and put them deep in the forest. I think I need to get the horse first. Because right now it's really hard to get all the way out there and like have time to do anything. There is a crab potting skill. It's called passive. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. In my solo run, I think I hit level 9 fishing this morning or last night. I'm at 10 foraging, 10 mining. I think my combat is 8, and my farming and fishing are 9. And I'm very excited to get everything to 10 so I can see the redacted thing that comes with 1.6. I'm very excited for that. I'm also really close to finishing the community bundle. I fucked up a few things the first year. I didn't get a pufferfish. I just got that. I also didn't get a poppy or a sunflower. And I messed up the gold star crops. And so right now, I am growing a poppy. I'm on like day 6 of summer. I have a poppy growing, and then I have 20 corn growing. And so once I finish those 2, I'm done. I've caught the pufferfish. I will have the entire community center fixed.
Fuck.
That is...
Yeah, I just made sure to like buy as much variety of seeds as possible to cover all my bases.
Mhm.
But I'm still keeping the bundles in mind. Or at least trying to. I forget a lot.
It's weird with the 8-man playthrough, because, like, everybody can hyper-focus on their thing, right? So, like, the fishing bundle, I don't have to worry about that at all. The foraging bundle, honestly, I could worry about that, but, like, Benny is such a goofball that he's, like, running around looking for all the foraging stuff himself and doing it half the time. And so, like, we're gonna get to fall, and I'm gonna try and turn in, like, I'm probably gonna turn in 2 or 3 of the foraging stuff, and someone else will get the others. It feels like the only one I need to worry about is the crafting room, and then, like, 1 or 2 of the bundles in the pantry, because I'm the only one with animals right now. I feel kind of bad, because people are like, oh, we need to hatch the dinosaur egg. And I'm like, okay, well, who gets the benefits of the dinosaur egg? Like, who's going to be turning in the dinosaur mayo every week for that money? I would assume the person who caught the dinosaur egg, right? But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to fucking worry about this. Like, I've got my coop with my chickens, but it's like a community coop, because I didn't solo fund it. And so it's like, but I'm the only one using it? So it's like, do I...
Well, yeah, I would use it, but I've never done animals before, so I have no idea what I'm doing with it.
Animals is basically passive farming. They don't make as much as just crops do. But if you wanted to level farming without hard focusing farming, you would get a coop or a barn. Basically, the way animals work is you need to keep them happy and on a day-to-day taken care of. And so they need to eat food, and if they eat food the next day, they will progress their, essentially their benefit. So with chickens, it's laying an egg, and chickens will lay an egg every day once they're old enough and have enough happiness. And so, literally, all you need to do to take care of chickens is pet them every day and make sure they have food. Once they get to 5-star happiness, they kind of just stay there. You need to, like, keep it up, so, like, if you stop petting them, they will, I think they'll go down eventually. But they have a higher chance to give better rewards with happiness. And so if you have, so let's say you buy a chicken. It'll be a chick for like 3 days, and then it'll be a full chicken, and it will lay eggs every day. But it will typically lay a small egg that is worth like 60 gold. For real profit, you make a mayonnaise maker and just run that through the mayonnaise maker, and then you sell it for like 150 gold or something around that. If it's happy, it will have, you know, the different qualities, so silver, gold, and iridium. And it also has a chance of making a large egg. So, like, a 5-star heart chicken, hi Foss, a 5-star heart chicken has like a 90% chance to make a large egg, which is just worth more in the mayonnaise maker. Chickens are really easy. You literally just, you pet them every day, you make sure they have food. If you want to be really lazy with it, you keep the barn closed and they eat hay in the barn, or in the coop. But this isn't as good for their happiness. They like the, it's not wheat. They like the grass. They like to eat the grass. So ideally you put the coop like in front of grass. We don't have any grass in the 8-man. I don't have a fibergrass starter yet.
Yeah.
So they've just been eating hay, which has been fine. But you can open like the coop door, and every day they'll come out. It makes it harder to pet them that way though. So what if you really want to be like high maintenance barn animals? What you do is at nighttime you close the door. Then in the morning you wake up, they're stuck in the coop. You go in the coop, pick up all the eggs, pet all the chickens or any animals in there. Then you open the door. They go out and they will eat any grass within range. And then I think it's 6 or 7 p.m. they will go back in the coop and fall asleep, and you would close it so that it's closed for the next day. That's like the high maintenance version of animals. The medium is what I do, where
Or you could like
I just leave it open all the time.
you could fence them in probably.
You could fence them in, and that does make it easier to take care of them. The kind of lazy but kind of high maintenance one is I just leave it open all the time. I just never close it, and I don't have a fence for them. I sometimes have to go chase them down. Sometimes I'll get to the coop and I'll be like, where the fuck is my chicken? And I kind of like have to run around a little bit, and they've wandered off like near Smug's house or something. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And then you go in the coop and get the eggs. And the super lazy thing is just keep it closed all the time, but then they don't get the happiness benefits of eating grass. I thought you were talking about real olive. Awesome.
I feel like the problem is if we all had animals, it'd be actually hard to keep track of who's was what.
Exactly. So
Right?
like, what
Yeah.
I would want is for everybody to have like their own coop or barn, because we definitely have the space for that. We could 100%
Yeah,
like
for sure.
everybody have their own stuff. The thing is, like, I don't want to be the one to suggest that when I made the group fund a coop and then I'm the only one use it. I don't be like, actually, you all have to get your own now, when I like did not solo purchase my coop. So it's like,
This is kind of just, there's problems with everyone's, like, with how we've done things, in which some paths just make so much more outright money
yeah.
and don't require anything to be put in. Like, the fishers make so much money because they don't need to buy anything to make money. I'm constantly, like, leveling out my spending because I have to invest. I constantly invest money to make more money.
Hi, Spork of Love. Hello. Oh my god, that's so many people. Hi, David. Hi, Midga. Hi, Kip Pup.
Sorry.
Hi, Strange Dragon. Hi,
Um,
Bottled Berry. Hi, Der Wolfman. Hi, Josh Lewism. Hi, Jen Adams Codes. Hi. We walked 6.3 miles today. Now we're in a Wispy Woo map in VR chat called The Long Drive, and we're kind of just sitting on top of a van. And we're discussing Stardew Valley. It was good. It was good. We did 6.3 miles, and we were talking about a lot of Stardew Valley.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
don't-
I have to head off anyway.
Okay, bye. Thank you for spending time with me.
Bye. Yeah, thank you for having me.
It's always a treat.
Hi,
Uh,
Raiders. Bye, Raiders.
Mm-mm.
Have a good night.
I'd be surprised if you
Blacked out.
haven't played.
Whited out, which I didn't know you could do. Greened out.
I'd be surprised if you haven't played Stardew Valley Sport.
Sun.
Um,
Wow, looks like the meth is kicking in.
Are you good down there, Den? He's such a dork. I have played Stardew. It's a lovely game. They just had... Thank you for the follow, man, Spider. They just had their 1.6 update. And I set up a group of friends where it's like 8 of us playing together. And, oh my god. Stardew Valley is fun. Stardew Valley is friends. Stardew Valley is fun. Stardew Valley with 8 people is just like, oh my god, this is like the highlight of my week now. We play on Tuesdays, and like, I literally just am counting down the days until Tuesday. And it's the most sad thing when we finish when we finish. Like, no, it's not the extra players mod. Stardew Valley with the 1.6 update, it supports 8 people just natively now. We do have mods. We're running Stardew Valley expanded, and we're running a time freeze mod because I cannot stand it when somebody gets a cutscene and then when the time keeps moving. And so when they get out of the cutscene, it's like 4 p.m. and they're like, "Oh no, my entire day is gone." Yeah, 1.6. It just came out like 2 months ago, maybe not even. It's their first update in like 2 or 3 years though, and it adds a lot of cool things. And yeah, it added a new farm. It added a bunch of like late game stuff and crafting recipes. And it added 8-player support. Oh yeah, that sucks. Sounds like a good quality of life mod. It very much is. Somebody will just be like, "Hey, I'm in a cutscene. Can you freeze time?" And for me, I just hit it's N is the key. I think that's the default key binding, and it just freezes time. And it's like, cool. Let me know when you get out of that cutscene. And oh my god, it's been so fun. We have this I think it's called the immersive farm version 2 that's like this giant farm, and we've got my friend Benny off to the far left side. I'm motioning to my left. I think it's your guys' right. On this side we've got my friend Benny, who he's just doing nothing but fishing. He's just collecting fish smokers and making tons of money with fishing. Across from him, there's a bridge where we've got Shine Marsh and Spacefish. Spacefish is also doing fishing, but she's focusing on crab pots. Shine Marsh is he's spending all of his times in the mines, and it's his first time playing, and it's so funny because it sounds so stressful for him. He's like doing like competitive game callouts with the other guy in the mines with him, Smug Little Bug, and it's the two of them sound so stressed out. They're like, "Oh god, we've got a serpent coming at us. Oh no, there's mummies. Okay, we're killing them next to each other. Bomb them if you can. I don't have any bombs. Okay, we're just gonna have to skip those." Like, they sound so stressed out, and everyone else is just like, they're just fishing, and like I'm the only one doing foraging, so I'm literally just cutting down 30 trees a day, and the two miners are just struggling. Den, who was here a moment ago, she's our farmer, and she's just watering all the crops. But like it's just, I look forward to this every week so much. It's so fun. I highly recommend just an 8-player run of Stardew, because oh my god, it's so fun. Congrats on another successful Walking. Thank you. I'm getting sleepy though. Oh, but I can't end now. Let's spy on people just to see who's live. Okay. Not that I'm going to end. Have you said anything yet, Foss? Oh my god.
How close can I get without overlapping onto you?
You ended early because you felt so tired? I definitely understand that. There's definitely times where, like, as soon as the walk ends, I'm like, alright, bye guys, I'm tired. And then there's times where it's just like, I feel like just full of energy and I just keep going. What really keeps me going is if they get me talking about like Legend of Zelda or One Piece. What's another thing? There was some topic they got me where I went like an extra hour and a half after the walk, and I was like, what happened? Oh my god.
Probably Monster Hunter.
That was it. It was Monster Hunter. My brain just stops making words some days. Especially on days like today where I didn't get enough sleep. I'm in a weird spot because, like, I sleep typically 5 to 6 hours a night, and then I, wake up, do my morning prep, do my stream, and then after stream, I always nap for like 2 to 3 hours. So if I have a night where like I don't get any sleep, it's not the end of the world because I still got that nap the previous day, and I'm not trying to like, oh, I need to last 16 hours to my standard sleep time. It's just like I'm gonna fall asleep after stream anyway. So I have this weird like. There's been a few times where like, yeah, split day kind of. I've had a few times where like I didn't get any sleep, and I go into stream just like, oh god, I'm gonna be exhausted. This isn't gonna work. How's this gonna happen? And I'm totally fine. And then as soon as I get off the treadmill and I'm like, not walking, not moving, then it's like, okay, the exhaustion is hitting me really fast. That's when I'll crash really hard after that, or I'll fall asleep, or I'll end sooner than later. That's what I should say. But like even then, it's not like I struggle to get through the day. I've never struggled to get through the walk because I didn't get enough sleep. And there's been a few times where I just expect to. There's been a few times where like going into it, I'm like, there's no way I'm not gonna struggle with this, and then I just don't. I'm like, oh, well, that's a nice surprise. Big Foss. Sometimes getting carried away can be nice, for sure. Those are the best days, because like those days to me is just like, oh, cool. I was having so much fun. I just lost track of time and kept going. I sometimes feel bad when I end right at 3 hours. And when I do, that's typically because I've just, like, run out of topics to talk about for the day. But, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, does that maybe look like I'm just waiting to end? Or, like, it's me overthinking it for certain. But I don't like ending right at 3 hours, which is my minimum time. I was looking at my notes. Boss. And I'll extend this question to you as well, Spork. Not to keep you. You just ended. If you need to go, if you need to, like, rest up or get food, don't let me keep you. But did you see the trailer for the My Oni Girl movie? It's a Netflix movie of this anime about this kid. He looks like he's high school. And he meets an Oni girl. And obviously he's gonna fall in love. But it just, the animation and just style of it looks so pretty. Overthinking as usual, for certain. You should go watch it, Foss. It looks really pretty. I haven't seen this. That sounds great. Yeah,
Why do you sound sinister?
I don't know. I didn't think I sounded sinister at all.
I don't trust you when recommending things. It looks really pretty, Foss. You should go watch it.
I think that you're just so distrustful of me. I genuinely think it's pretty and it looks nice. Well, speaking of, I should go. Nap time for me. Bye. Thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate that, Sport. For anybody that doesn't know who Spork of Love is, they play a lot of comfy stuff on stream. They are one of the most comfy people I have ever seen on this platform. And they do a lot of singing and guitar. If you raid them, for any of the streamers here, if you raid them, they will sing you a song. And it's super cute and awesome. Takeru, hi. Yeah, Spork of Love is a wonderful time. I know her from Lullathon. Yeah, I don't doubt that she's been on that stream a few times. Yeah, the Oni Girl. It's My Oni Girl. It's a Netflix original. It's very pretty. It's about this high school boy who meets this Oni Girl. I don't know if she's going to school also. But the two of them start hanging out, and she says something like, people who suppress their feelings make these like little mini spirits. If you make too many of them, you'll become an Oni yourself. So I guess that's going to be a plot point of the movie, in that, like, there's a threat of him becoming an Oni, but not, like, the same way she's an Oni, like, a bad Oni? I don't know. All I thought was, oh, this looks fucking cute, and it kind of gave me Princess Mononoke vibes. But it looks a lot more modern and very pretty. Is it time for the yearly hug yet? You know it's not. You know that's New Year's. We're only in the 4th month, Bits. You're only a third of the way through the year.
Who's hugging who?
Bits is asking Takeru for their yearly hug. But they're early. They're way early.
Bits, why do you never ask to hug me?
Oh, wait, you're serious.
you
Let me
fucking
laugh even
laugh.
harder.
Oh, okay, now that was really cringe, dude. That was like a fucking dad joke right there.
What? You think that's a dad joke? Holy shit, I
It's
forget how
not
much of a
dad
zoomer
joke,
you
but
are.
It's an old... Oh, I forgot how fucking old you are.
It's a Futurama joke is what it is. It's fucking Bender.
Sorry, what's a Futurama?
One of the best shows ever. But it's early. Want 2 this year? Why would I? I'm kidding. I want 2. I want 2 this year, Takaru. I want 3. I want 17, actually. What's up?
Because my model has big boobies, Bits, that's why.
Hmm.
Got him. Just bribe him. Just bribe Bits with those, and then he'll have to.
No, it doesn't, boss. Don't hug him. He likes
Whoa.
pans.
Can't believe it. Yeah, that's fair. This one doesn't.
I'm getting so
But
tired.
my actual one does.
I like how yesterday you were working on the model and you're like, all right, let's see how fucked up it was. And you did the splits in your model and you're like, whoa, this doesn't look fucked up at all. This looks great.
I was so.
This looks fantastic. And
I
I'm sitting here
was-
like, we will never see you do that, Foss. You will never do the splits in this avatar.
Yeah, no, but I was really surprised at how, like, I was dramatically testing the weights, right?
Mhm.
Like, you gotta move them, but I was like super surprised with how much like vertices I added for like doing the texturing and shit. I was
Mhm.
super surprised how it just kind of worked. Like, there's a little bit of cleanup, like a tiny bit I could do, but
Yeah.
like it just worked mostly, and I was really surprised.
Hi, femboys aren't gay. Hell yeah, but don't share too much because at a certain point it becomes weird. I can't wait to play Unreal today. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the 3 of us.
You're playing Unrailed?
I'm playing Unrailed with Core and Spacefish today.
Ah.
It's
What time you guys playing?
I don't know, but I can check. If I go to Discord and I go to Core server and I scroll up to the events, Unrailed with Safi, Spacefish, and Euland at 8 p.m. Central.
I see. Core doesn't invite me to anything. Can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Have you considered inviting her to something to open the door for that?
It's been a while since I've invited Core to stuff. But I have. I'm the reason Core knows Spacefish. I invited Core to that collab with Spacefish, me, and one of her friends for Play-Doh.
Oh, I see. Oh, so you just introduced 2 of your friends, and then you found out they're going to the movies without you?
Yeah, basically. You believe this?
I can.
Yeah, I know. Who would want to go to the fucking movies with me? God, fuck that.
I did that with essentially 7 people I met through you with Stardew.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's literally
Oh,
just a party of us, and you're like, you didn't invite me. Damn.
No, I get it. I'm like the be all end all network, you know? I'm like playing dolls with everyone, putting them together in groups. I get it.
NTR, mass NTR, kind of fucked up. You know. Honestly,
You know.
if you didn't look like you were so miserable that first Stardew stream you did, I probably would have invited you.
Oh, that's fair.
You looked so miserable, and you were just hating on the game your first time playing it, that it was just like, yeah, he's not the one for this. We find somebody else.
To be fair, the game's really boring by itself. I can play almost anything as long as I'm playing with other people. It doesn't matter what it is, even if I hate it, generally.
I will disagree. I have a blast playing solo. We are under attack by a huge boss. I think a lot of the systems were just counterintuitive to you. And so, like, a lot of it was just like, you would think this would be like this, and then it wasn't working for you. And you were like, well, what the fuck, this is stupid. And then it just kept compounding and compounding. Whereas, like, you hated the targeting system. You were sitting there just like, I hate this, why is it like this? Why does it go here when I'm going here? This is such a frustrating system. And, like, I didn't think anything about it. The targeting system's fine to me. But just you showing it and talking about it, you burn through all of your energy and pass out and give yourself the exhaustion buff, which causes you getting a fine of 50 gold and, like, losing a day and having the debuff for the next day. And it was like, oh, you should stop doing that, Foss. And, like, you did it again. And it was just like, it just seemed like it was cascading. It seemed like one problem
I
was
just
just
didn't
leading
notice.
into the next.
I genuinely didn't. I just thought that's how the days ended.
Yeah.
I just thought like, oh, you're out of energy. That's just how it ends. It just goes to the next day. I didn't think much of it.
And, like, looking at your experience of it, they weren't really being they kind of were. You were just skipping the mail. When that happens, you get mail in the mailbox. It's like, hey, you passed out. Some guy stole some money from you, which it's always 10%. You should be careful not to pass out on your farm, so be in bed by 2 a.m. and, you know, don't run out of energy. But, like, you either weren't reading your mail or you were opening it and immediately closing it. And so it's just like, you weren't recognizing that that was your tutorial and your, like, guide through the game, and you were just fucking throwing yourself at the game. And it was just like, oh, this is really tragic to watch. And I remember it just being 2 hours of just, I hate this from you.
No, if I'm playing with enough people, almost anything can be fun. It's very rare. I can't imagine like anything off the top of my head that I don't think I'd like have fun with. Especially a game where I can go off on my own and just vibe. Like hell, I'd just fucking be like a glorified Discord call.
Mm-hmm.
I would do stuff, but I'd mostly be chilling.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I am getting tired. I have selected a good target. I kind of feel bad because Sport, like, just rated us 20 minutes ago, but it is about time for me to end. Alzora is doing a birthday subathon. And so we're gonna go there. I'm gonna take a nap. I'll be playing Unrailed later today, though I won't be live. Oh, I think Sappy's gonna be live for it too. So Core, Sappy, and Spacefish will be live for that. Jesus. Here's what I just saw, everybody. I go to the camera and I turn the look at me off. Now there's this rock in front of me, I turn left, then just oh it's just like Jesus. I'm gonna start the van. I don't know what's gonna happen to you two. You might wanna size down, Foss. Okay.
Can we go to McDonald's?
No. I don't know if that puts you two in the van.
Can we go to McDonald's?
No, we can't go to
I want to
McDonald's.
go to- Oh, I'm in the bed.
Anchor World. Ah. I love this map. Okay.
My bed can't stand on the bed.
I need to move this one over here. I need to bring this up. 0 hours in Stardew so far. Thanks for streaming, Lily. Love you. You too, Pixel. Exclamation point socials. And then slash raid Alzora. Did I get the right one? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Cancel. Oh, I see the problem. Oh, Zora. There's a second underscore. There we go. I just got here. You can't end. We're going to a good place, Proxy. I'm tired and hungry, and I've run out of topics to talk about. We'll go hang out there together, Proxy. We can hold hands in her chat while she plays Minecraft and make plans for when I play Minecraft in 20 days on Bit server. We did 6.3 miles today. Again, I feel like I have to say it again because Proxy just got here. Unrailed with Spacefish, Core, and Sappy later today. I love you. Bye.